Hmm. So your PS5 is now PC, huh? So good. And also, Satya Nadella speaks. Let's get to it, baby. Yeah.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. In the world of games, we're just meant to be. Grab coming and eat a scene. Crazy Lou is ready, it's a gaming scene. Fernie's training through the word skin. All recent gaming go, rates and eight top mean. Good morning, coming moving. It's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free.
Initiating launch sequence.
Let's begin. Good morning, everybody. Also, afternoon and evening, the crazy one. Wish you a beautiful and awesome Monday, and also an awesome GDC week. We had GDC on the way, my friends. It's here. We're gonna hear more about Xbox. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. I guess some beautiful things will be coming out this week. Is going to be amazing. How is everyone's morning doing? How are you guys? Let's see who's already in here saying what's up. We have Pickles in the building. He says, "Good morning, Lou. What's up, Pickles? How you doing?" Talos, the man with the radio. What's up, Talos? BB Money B. How you doing, BB? Hope everything is good. Well, I mean, there's 11 people here, but we still have not gotten our good mornings from them. But sooner or later we will. Chat, what's cooking? What's happening? I mean, we have had one crazy week last week because, of course, they couldn't live without the bad Xbox news. They had to throw some bad Xbox news out there, right? They had to throw the whole blank check thing, which that was which day was that on Friday? Which day was that on Friday that they were talking about the blank check that Microsoft said, "Here we go, you got a blank check. Yeah, you can do whatever you want." All right. Iron Mike, what's up, man? Good morning to you. How you doing, sir? John TJ, good morning. Parent Plug, what's up, brother? Parent Plug, man, the man of Sea of Thieves himself, who has now switched to Arc Raiders. How's Arc Raiders, Parent Plug? I see you kicking butt out there in Arc Raiders, man. I see you took a little break from Sea of Thieves. Wow. Wow. There's actually a game that took place out of Sea of Thieves. No way. How you doing, Parent Plug? Remember, guys, follow my brother Parent Plug down there on Twitch. Follow him, follow him. He also has his own YouTube channel. What's cooking, man? What's good? I'd be surprised if we get a teaser trailer for GDC Day and Day Developer Direct Part 2. The question is though, I mean, there's something that I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna stream it because there is a long ass schedule though. There is a big schedule though. But the schedule's like pretty much the whole week. And hell, I don't know if they're gonna stream it. I don't think they're gonna stream it though, because usually they don't stream GDC or something like that. They usually stream something else though. But all I know is, chat, there's going to be lots and lots and lots of news pouring, which is going to be good for us because, more stuff for us to talk about. What's up, Western Series? Good morning. But, like I said, though, there's going to be tons of things to talk about Xbox this week because, news is just going to keep rolling out. So, chat, let's see if Joey's going to hop in because I bet you Joey's like me because we have our schedule mix. Robles, Ed Robles. Oh, Edward Robles. Sorry about that. He says, "Hello, Xbox está muerto." Okay. I mean, wow. Instead of saying good morning, hey, what's up? He has to come in and say Xbox is dead. All right. Nice. So I'm gonna see if Joey is gonna hop in, right now in case he lost the track of time because I kind of did a little bit though, but then I got adjusted. So let's see though. Oh, Joey's typing to me right now. Hello, bien hermano. All right. So let's see, Mr. Kimo, what's up, man? Good morning, happy week. Yep, amazing week today. Estoy en vivo. Where? I don't see you, bro. Joey, I do not see you, brother. Not there. Ah, estoy vivo. Okay, okay. All right. Okay, okay. All right. Joey will be here in just a little bit. He just says he's alive and he's coming here soon. The thing is, daylight savings changed. So, like, literally, instead of us, like, going back an hour, wait, how do I say this? Because usually when daylight savings comes in, we're an hour ahead. And that's how it is. We're usually an hour ahead. And then all of a sudden we get readjusted. So basically we get adjusted to the time, back to the time where you guys are at though. But parent plug, when do you guys get to hit daylight savings comes back? When does that happen though? Because I know it's like in the 29th, right? Or is it now? Safo says Helix is breaking their minds. I'm starting to believe this discussing video games isn't enough for ponies. They need to be discussing their insecurities with certified experts and with medical degrees. Oh God! And I don't think that still won't help them out, Safo. I mean, not kidding you. I don't think that still will help them out because the funny thing is, Safo, all they do is hate for nothing. They hate for nothing. Because they're trying to say, hey, is this a PC? Is this not? Is it this? Is it that? And they keep telling them these consoles basically are PCs. How do we know these consoles are basically PCs? Because shit, with who I was discussing this, with who I was discussing this the other day, I was having this conversation with someone about, I think it was on Friday. I think I was talking to Mike Mullis. Was it Friday? Saturday? Yeah, I think it was on Friday. I was talking to Mike Mullis, and we were talking about this. And I said, if I sat down, I was actually, a modder, or I don't know, I could probably grab this machine and put Windows on it or do something different to it. And he's like, yeah, you probably could. I was like, yeah, I believe so. But then, all of a sudden the news comes out that someone already did. Somebody, grabbed the PS5 and actually turned into a Steam machine by adding Linux to it. Is it Linux? I don't know. I think I'm saying it right though, but either way though. Let's see though. Nah. Parent Plug responds in Spanish. Xbox está construyendo muy bien. ¿Cómo está, muerto amigo? Exactly. There you go. Duolingo pays off. Parent Plug. Parent Plug. Hey, Plugs. Hey, what do you mean? Did you say I said parent plug? Parent plug. Pluck. Pluck. That's how I pull trying to, say I said something weird though. Pluck. Exactly. Parent pluck. IP Premise Gaming will have forward. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, I mean, kind of funny though that we see this news coming by that you can actually turn your old PS5 into a Steam machine. You can put modder. You can just mod it into it and you can play Steam games on it. So I want to know what is wrong with Xbox being a PC, not a console. So it's basically a PS5. It's basically a box with an OS system that you can switch around. You can just jailbreak it and switch it around. I'm telling you, just laugh at this stuff. And it's so funny because, as Joey mentioned the other day, and I have to give credits to Joey about this because I did not know this, to be honest, that when you go into the Microsoft store, the Xbox store, right? When you go to the Xbox store, it has the Windows logo on it. You open Xbox, you go to the store, and it's basically the Windows store. I did not know that until Joey pointed it out. I said, "Did you see the logo?" I was like, "Wait, there's a logo on it?" All I read is a game on the shop or browse the shop. That's all I read. And then I see the logo and say, "Oh, I did not take notice of that." The small details. Sour bro, sour bro. Yeah, sour bro. Yeah, you can be in bro force though. Sour bro, Louis bro, or crazy bro. There you go. That'd be awesome if I was in. That'd be dream come true if they did Broforce 2 and added Louis and Salblo and Pluck Bro, and yeah, that would be awesome though. Serious Bro. Sablo, what's up, man? How you doing? I know good sir still Sea of Thieves main, but Ark is stealing my heart. Oh, Ark Raiders is so good. It is. It is. I took a step back from Ark Raiders in order to play games. Now I'm playing Resident Evil 9. I installed it yesterday. I'm already 6 hours in. I met Boobaloo. I'm just gonna call him Boobaloo. I won't mention names. I'm just gonna call him Boobaloo. And Boobaloo is annoying as hell. Big ass thing is more annoying than anything. I mean, Mr. X, but I guess Mr. X is more annoying, but Boobaloo pretty much might match. Kind of, nah. Boobaloo, yeah, he's just big and chubby. Yep, you just call him Boobaloo. There you go. But yeah, chats. Let's get into it, my friends. Let's get into it right before Joey comes in because we're gonna talk about. Let's talk about this first. I find it amazing, chat. I find it amazing how they go out there, right? How they go out there and keep saying that, oh, the Xbox is a PC, the Xbox is a PC. But hey, guess what? Your PS5 is a PC. No, it ain't. It's a console. Okay. All right. Then explain to me why this, though. I mean, I got seriously, why this? Why can your PS5 hold on, chat, 1 second. Let me just add the news here because, this computer drives me nuts. Here it is. Okay, there you go. Getting the news in here. All right. So explain to me, PS5 fans, how can a modder turn a PS5 into a Linux Steam machine and run GTA 5 with ray tracing? Explain that to me, my friends. I mean, I seriously want to know. Drawn TJ says, it's 6 a.m. now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The thing is that we switched around was that, you guys went back an hour. You went an hour back, and I had to get my time adjusted to you guys again. So before for me was 10 a.m. Now it's 9 a.m. Same time as Eastern time. So yeah, like I'm saying though, this is basically a PC, right, chat? I mean, if you can turn your PS5 into a Steam machine and play GTA 5, then shit, it's a PC. Huh. Oh. Nice. I mean, just news keeps popping in when it comes to this stuff. But that was basically a guy who just did it. He did it. Hey, Sinceres. Howdy, folks and fellow graybeards. What's up, Sinceres? How you doing, my brother? How you doing? What's cooking? So let's read really quick about it while Joey hops in. So like I was saying, full exploit chain lets the console boot a custom Linux kernel. Ah. Sony's console is not the center of the story for its exclusives or hardware refresh rumors. Instead, the PlayStation 5 is quietly serving as a providing ground for a Linux build that treats the console like a DIY Steam machine, based on work by security researcher Andy. Okay, I don't know how to say that name, but let's just say Guyen. All right, Guyen, known online as the Flow Zero, has turned a retail PlayStation 5 into a Linux gaming box, powerful enough to run Grand Theft Auto 5 Enhanced with the ray tracing at 1440p and 60 frames per second. Why not 4K though? Oh, that's right. That's right. Doesn't have enough power though. Doesn't have enough power. It'll be interesting to see if we can actually do the Pisser tech though. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. That was a bad joke though. In his demo, the console outputs 4K HDMI video, handles audio correctly, and supports all USB ports, putting it much closer to the usable desktop PC than a fragile proof of concept. Gudian says his current configuration runs the CPU at 3.2 gigahertz and the GPU at 2.0 gigahertz, which keeps the system stable while exposing the hardware capabilities under Linux. Woo! PS5 is a PC. It's not a console anymore. Sad for them though, because I mean they keep saying that the next Xbox is a PC, but hey, your current console is a PC. How about that? Huh? You can clip that and throw it out there. Huyen's build is anchored by a fluid export chain that uses a tool called Bipervisor to undermine Sony's security and gain the low level control needed to load his own kernel. From there, he can bypass the stock PlayStation operating system and boot a custom Linux environment tailored to the console's AMD based architecture. Sony's console is built on a console AMD sock, closely related to components that the company has shipped for PCs and even specialized boards. Wow! I did not know that. Sony's console is built on a custom AMD sock, closely related to components that company has shipped for PCs. Wow! Yeah, see, PS5 fans, we told you this a long time ago. These consoles are basically PCs. Oh, explain to me how they can run Linux now. But all right, in specialized boards, AMD even sold a crypto mining card, the BC250, built around a cut down version of the PS5's APU. No, according to Guyen, that board can be converted into full PC without requiring any unusual tricks. Shit, it's gotta suck for them to find that out, huh? Louis, I heard from a reputable source, Xbox has said, he is my brother of the cousin's wife, niece of the grandmother, daughter of the friends of the Xbox hard release sister. Holy shit. That was a tumful right there. That was literally a tumful right there. No joke. That was literally a tumful. Damn. That was a lot of things right there. Let me see Joey's hopped in because I know I'm waiting for Joey. Oh, he's still not here. Okay, perfect. All right. So let's keep going. So yeah, hey Ray, you seen this, Ray? Remember they said the PS5 is not a PC, it's a console. But shit, how can this man, jailbreak it and turn into a PC? Explain that to me, Ray. Explain that to me, Ray. How come this console is now a PC? Oh, because it's got PC components that can do this. Oh, all right. Basically, is that right, Ray? Louis, you're at Chunk, the fat boss in Resident Evil 9. Why do you gotta mention the name? Just call him Boobaloo. Boobaloo sounds better. Boobaloo is a pretty name though, and that guy, is pretty. Pretty fucking ugly, that's what he is, but shit. After getting control of the system, Guyen's focus shifted to the graphics stack. Instead of relying on undocumented hacks, he worked with the open source Mesa project and submitted a merge request adding to explicit support for the PlayStation 5 GPU. By teaching Mesa how to talk to the console's graphics pipeline, the system can expose modern capabilities such as ray tracing and high refresh output through standard Linux user space tools. So basically, we do not need Pisser Tech to do this. The console can do it. You don't need Pisser Tech, really. You don't need to spend $700 to get the ray tracing going full on. Shit. All right, let's keep going. That is what allows the machine to run GTA 5 enhanced at high resolution and decent frame rates, making it feel like an actual PC gaming rig rather than a hacked together demo. Oh! Oh! Clock speeds and thermals have also been part of the experiment. Union tested a higher configuration that pushed the CPU to 3.5 gigahertz and the GPU to 2.23 gigahertz, revealing additional performance headroom in the silicon. Oh, so basically, your PS5 can actually catch on fire, chat. It can. Don't try this at home; it can catch fire. No, I'm just kidding, chat. In practice, however, his PS5 Slim cannot sustain those clocks for long without overheating. Yikes. Yeah, basically, I was just joking about catching on fire, but wow. The console's cooling system was designed around Sony's stock operating profile, not sustained overclock workloads under a different operating system. As a result, Yen settled on the more conservative 3.2 and 2.0 gigahertz configuration. See, Joey hopped in. Okay, Joey's here, my friends. Joey's here. Joey! Let me get you in here, baby. Let me get you in here. Hold on. Let me get my brother Joey in here. Replacing all scenes. There he is. All right, we got Joey. What's up, Joey, man? How you doing, man?
Good morning, everybody.
How you doing, Joey? How you doing?
I've been okay.
You've been okay? Yes. Daylight savings has come in. We changed time, so now we get to hop in early. Finally, instead of later.
Yeah, it's 8:27 for me right now.
It's 8:27. It's 9:27 for me though.
Yeah.
Before it was 10:27. It was 9:27 for you.
Yeah.
But Joey, funny stuff though. Did you see this, Joey? Did you see this? I was ready for you to start cooking this thing, but I read a little bit about it. But look at this thing, Joey. Look at this thing.
About what?
Modder turns the PS5 into a Linux Steam machine. Runs
Linux.
GTA. Linux. Okay, Linux. Linux into Steam. Wait, PS5 into Linux Steam machine. Runs GTA 5 with ray tracing, my friend. What do you think about that, Joey?
I mean, the Xbox and the PlayStations are PC with different operating system. There's nothing surprising about this.
Oh, but yet, people are out there, calling Xbox a PC, which is actually true because, they have PC components and PS5 has PC components, so it makes it a PC
Well,
machine, right?
if they do. Both of them are. Both of them are x86 architecture. They do the same thing, just different features. I mean, they're both made by AMD. That's the same shit, man.
Then why are they so crying out there wanting the Xbox to be a PC when it's already a damn PC? And the PS5 is too, though. Because
I don't know. I can't find the logic of stupid people, so I don't know.
But yeah, Joe, I find it interesting that some guy, and you know what's so funny though? I was talking about this with Mike the other day because he was telling me that that the Xbox, the next Xbox was basically a PC, and I told him that I think it was, yeah, I don't remember what the discussion, like the discussion came around to it about how these machines are PCs, and I said, if I was a modder or whatever it is, I don't know, if I think I mentioned hacker mod, I don't know what it is. If I could figure out and get, let's say, the Xbox operating system out and get the Xbox, the PS5 operating system. Okay, your eyes are big. What happened, Joey? What happened?
About what?
Your eyes got really big. What happened? It sounds like
My eyes got big? No.
yeah.
It's the reflection of the look.
Oh, okay, okay. I thought you went like, I was like, shit, something big happened out there, and I see
Look. It's the reflection of the. I think at the screen. I'm not sure.
of the screen. Okay, okay. I thought you were like, you saw something. Say, oh, something happened. Something happened.
Yeah.
Urban
Yeah.
Day, what's up? What's up, Urban Day? How you doing? So, like I was saying, though, I mean, if I could sit there, and change things around, get the operating system out, I could basically probably add Windows or add, the line
But this
Linux. Yeah.
Linux. But this is not the first time I've seen this.
No, it's not the first time though. Oh,
No.
hmm.
I do see a lot of uh, modding channels on YouTube.
No.
I do follow a lot of guys that like build their own stuff and mod consoles and things like that. And
Hmm.
I seen them do this for a while. I saw a guy. I don't remember the video, but that was years ago. He managed to clone the Xbox One back in the day.
Hmm.
He managed to clone the Xbox One operating system and put it on the PlayStation 4.
What? Really?
Uh huh. And I also saw because remember we're talking about hard drives here. We're talking about it's all software, Louis. It's not nothing.
I
It's
know, I know,
I
but it's
always
interesting.
said it like if it's a software solution, everything can be done. If it's a hardware problem, then that's a hardware problem. That's just like solder to the motherboard, and there's different
Hmm.
situations there. But when it's a software situation thing, you can do whatever you want. It's not complicated. I
I
mean,
know.
it is complicated. You have to code and stuff like that. But I've seen it before. It's not like so. I've seen this before. This is not. This is actually not new at
It's
all.
actually
I've
not
seen this
new.
before. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Well, I mean, Joey, today's a sad day for them, or Friday was a sad day for them because at the end of the day, though, when they see news like that, they kind of like shoo it away because they don't want people talking about it. But shit, your PS5 can turn into a Steam machine. All you got to do is sit there, learn how to do what this man did, and turn it into a Steam machine. So basically, it's a PC. Woohoo! I'm so happy. Because all they do is complain out there, Joe. All they do is complain because we have seen the media sites, jumping everywhere, doing what they're saying. That the next
Yeah,
Xbox a PC, blah blah blah. But
yeah, it's a
still
lot
a
of
PC.
disingenuous like arguments about like, oh, it's not a console, it's not a PC. Like, no, it's a console with PC capabilities.
Exactly.
That's what it is. The PlayStation, since the PS4, and it's been that too. Like, it's
Yeah.
basic. It's a PC with console. It's basic. These are made by AMD. Like, it's the
Hmm.
same thing for both. It's just
Exactly.
they choose to do different things when it comes to features and their operating system, but it's the same fucking shit. They're all software solutions. They're all the same shit, bro. So it's a ridiculous argument. You want to call it a PC? Fine, I don't give a shit. Call it a PC. I'm still playing the games. You
Exactly.
want to call it a console? Yeah, it's fine. And that's funny because console is just the computer that controls the thing. That's what a console means. There's a
Hmm.
radio console. There's a fucking there's the console on the washing machine. There's a console on the fucking fridge. It's just the main computer that controls things. That's what a console is.
Hmm.
The software on it is a different thing. But who gives a damn? Like, who gives a damn what the narratives of their what they're pulling right now? Because that's what they're doing. They're trying to pull some gotcha moment on some dumb shit on these things.
Hmm.
It's like,
I don't understand though why they're doing that
and
though.
it's
It's like
like,
they got nothing to do basically. They need
you want
some
to win the
news.
you want to win that argument? Be my guest. Fine, be happy. You're every single argument that you came up with. Everything. You made up the rules. You moved the rules. You moved the goalposts. Everything works in your favor. So who gives a damn at this point, bro? Like, yeah, sure, whatever. At this point, you could want to call the console trans. Fuck it, call it trans. Who gives a shit now? Like, I don't give a damn. I really am like, I saw that like a few. Well, it was yesterday or
Hmm.
Saturday.
Hmm. Hmm.
I don't know who put that dumb shit like, oh, the new Xbox is running Windows, and I'm like, you piece of stupid fuck. Xbox has been running Windows since the OG Xbox days, bro. All of them use a specialized Windows version of on the Xbox.
Hmm.
So what are you talking about?
What are you talking about exactly?
Besides, I'm gonna tell you now, the Xbox big screen experience that you have right now, your ROG Allies, is not gonna be the same experience you're gonna have on the console or on the PC console, whatever you want to call it. Who cares? It's not gonna be that. It's not gonna be that.
Hmm. Hmm. It's me, the boy Lewis, with the $5 super cha. He says, why can't they call it a console? For years, they said the Series S and X was the last console. They call it a PC. They can't say they were right.
No. Yeah, that's the movement of the post that we're talking about. Like,
Mm-hmm.
there is a no, they're out of consoles, not out of consoles. Like, no, you said two different things. You said they
Exactly.
were out of hardware entirely.
Mm-hmm.
Or you want to grab the gotcha moment. Oh, it's not a console, it's a PC. So we actually were right. Yo, shut the fuck up. You said no hardware.
Mm-hmm.
But at
You
the end
see?
of the day, who cares? Like,
Yeah, who
at the
cares?
end of the day, is to me is it's a piece of hardware
Yep.
that runs the software where my games are living.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as it's not a PlayStation,
Mm-hmm.
that's good for me because I don't know how many times I have to say this, but I don't want your box PlayStation. It's a pain in the ass. Matter of fact, yesterday I was having this conversation with my cousin.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
He was trying to buy Resident Evil 9 yesterday,
Uh-oh.
but he had to buy the code for the PlayStation thing because remember I told you that they don't accept credit cards from most of the parts of the world, some parts of the world,
Wow.
blah blah blah.
Wow. Wow.
So it was a pain in the ass just to get the codes, find a code that was valid to our region, blah blah blah, all that stuff. And then at the end of the day, he could finally put the game. And in my case, I was like, dude, I just pressed purchase, and that's it.
That's
But
it.
whatever.
Yeah. I don't have to go to
Yeah,
Windows, go to Amazon, get the code, and after that, drop in
yeah.
here.
Yeah,
Go in,
but I mean that's a region problem. It's not because the PlayStation is pretty easy also to buy digital purchases. But again, it's like I don't care. Like it's gonna cost over $1,000 probably. Do I
Mm-hmm.
want it to cost $1,000? No.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd rather buy that $1,000 box than buy your $750 box.
Mm-hmm.
And people kind of don't like ponies don't understand. They go, "Why do you like Xbox?" Because I don't like you. That's the simple reason. Why do you like Xbox? Because I don't like you. That's why I like Xbox, and that's it. Simple. But anyway,
Be
now I'll be
nice.
right back. I'll be right back. Hold on. I can smell. I can smell bacon. Hold on.
All right, go for bacon, my friend. Go for bacon. Go for bacon. So let's see though. New PS6 sneak peek to P5 controls linked by USB cable. I say tomato, you say tomato. That's what they do out there. It's lockdown PC. They all PCs, just dedicated software of the platform holder. Exactly. Gamers are smart. Helix console will attract informed shoppers. Ooh. Xbox, OG Xbox has modified Windows 2000 Camel. Call it what you want it. I'm buying it. Hey, Zena, good morning. What's up? Farkey says, Joey, I care. I like hacking things. Oh, Lord. Here comes Farkey. He's going to turn his PS5 into not only Linux, or is it Linux? Yeah, Linux. Not only into Linux, he's gonna freaking put Windows 12 without even be out. You're going to see that happen pretty soon on Farkey's side of things. So, Sappho says, I hate consoles aren't consoles as we knew them anymore. The reason consoles exist is because they were cheaper, low cost alternatives to PCs. Yep. Yeah, it's not the same thing as it was back in the day, you know? I mean, these things have changed a lot. And of course, if you sit there and if you start coding and doing what you got to do, in order to get things running over there, I mean, you probably can't, even with the OG consoles. I mean, probably can. I said probably can. I'm not that person who does that stuff, you know? Yeah. But you know how it is, though. You know how it is. Yeah, I just enjoy making fun of them. Nib said the antitrust laws against PS wasn't net worthy, but Asha changing her profile banner or fan pic apparently was to him. Yes, I did see that, bro, boy. He blocked you. Aw. Are you gonna miss him, bro, boy? Aw. You know, Nib blocked you, man. We're sure as hell gonna miss him. Lucky you. You don't have to see those damn Star Wars things. Ish. Ugh. My God, he does all these Star Wars stuff for nothing. Beat money. I downloaded Crew Fest. You couldn't even join the game because he got a girlfriend. I don't know why you keep trying. That's the thing, though. Why do you keep playing with Beat Money B? He has a girlfriend. You don't understand. He ain't gonna hop in. He got a girlfriend. I mean, he hop in, leave the car just running by itself, though. Oh, at least why so serious? When they use the AI thing that can help you in stuck situations. I know Baby Money is going to turn that AI and go to his girlfriend, and leave you hanging there while the game plays for himself, and BB. So I guess the AI co-pilot thing that's going to come to Xbox, if it does, the thing that got patented will be good for BB Money. That way we will not know if he's there or not, though. Miss making fun of him, yes. Made your achievement a few weeks ago. Japan hates Xbox Block me too. Oh, the Canadian dude. Yeah, the guy who was. Yeah, yeah, the Canadian boy. Ha. The man who said he was in Japan, but then turned out to be in Canada. Wow. I don't know. Don't these guys have shame though? I mean, seriously, if I was like a lie, having a big lie out there, like living up to a lie, and they find out where he is from, I mean, bro, he was talking like he lived in Japan, that he was part of the culture of Japan, that he knows everything Japan. I mean, I seen his tweets. And then we find out that he actually lives in Canada. Shit. Come on. Come on. I mean, look, listen, it's so funny how they go out there and they say, like Japan hates this and this place of the world hate that. How can they hate something if basically they haven't tried it? Some of them have tried it though, I bet you. But because of the marketing, like we talked about before, we're not going to get into the marketing rant, but shit, maybe they just need more marketing over there. That's all. But that's how it is though. Bro Boy says Red Dragon, Nib, KGN, Gamer, JHX, MBG, Nicola, JTech, King Thrash, and several others have blocked me. I don't know why you spend time, talking to those guys. I just look at them and just laugh. I mean, that's what I do, bro. But I look at them and see what they're spreading out there and just laugh. Because why would I respond to them? Because that's what they want. They want you to respond so that they can actually, say, you know, hmm, what? What do you mean you need Plume to find what now? What do you mean? What are you talking about Plume right here? You ain't got much of a life if you hate an object. Laugh a lot. Exactly how Xena says. You ain't got much of a life if you hate something. That's just so true, Xena. You nailed that 100%. You nailed that 100%. I mean, why do you hate it though? Because I keep asking this. Why? If you love video games, why do you hate the box? What has the box done to you? Is because you had an argument with the fan? So you can have all the arguments in the world. You, I don't get it. I don't get it. And they act like they don't want to save money. They act like they don't want to save money.
But I hate PlayStation.
But the funny thing is, like, you know what I mean, though, Joey. Like by hating, 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 hating. You know what I mean by hating, right? Like it's basically, they say it sucks, yet they buy the box, but still they say it sucks. I don't get it. Oh Lord! To find this Xbox East Japan dude. Oh no, Puma's not gonna go ahead and find that dude. Why would Puma? Nah, that's too much time wasted. Puma's got a lot of things going on with his life to waste his time. Facing the Xbox or what is it? Japan hates Xbox dude. It's a waste of time. Uh I'm seeing a lot of this generous takes against Game Pass lately. The moment Phil leaves, the grifters go right back and to saying how it's bad for the industry and claims the quantity over quality is sad. Here's the thing though, TD314. Man, this guy's got a name that he sounds like what's this what are the robots named in Star Wars? R2D2. What was the other one? I forgot the name of the new one. But yeah. But the thing is though, media has nothing to talk about, my friend. That's what it tells you. Basically, they have nothing to talk about out there. They're clean. They got nothing to talk about besides promoting everything fine with PlayStation 5 because PlayStation right now is doing the price thing. What's that thing called with the pricing, Joey? They're doing something with dynamic pricing, I think it's called, right? It's out there. You're doing dynamic pricing, which for some people you get a discount, and some people it's not, you don't get that discount. They're doing something really weird when it comes to that. Because remember what we read? I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago before Blue Point shuts down, that they were looking to increase prices to get money from the user for them to face the RAM crisis. So
Dynamic pricing.
dynamic pricing, yeah. Remember that dynamic pricing thing that's going on out there?
Yeah, but Xbox is doing the same thing.
Oh, they're doing the same thing. Oh, okay, they basically are. No, Xbox, get out of there. No, we don't want
Don't
you
you?
there.
Don't hold on. Don't you have like special offers sometimes that pop up in your Xbox?
Yeah, I get
Have
the
you?
discounts though. Yeah.
No, no. But have you seen ones that says like this is just for you? Have you seen those?
Oh, just for you. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's what it
Yes.
is.
Yeah,
Oh,
some of those are like special offers just for you.
oh.
Literally just for you.
But it's kind of weird though that somebody that even posted it out there. He said, "Okay, this is my account. This is my wife's account. Basically, living in the same house. The wife gets the discount and he doesn't though. That's weird though.
Let's put it this way: like my YouTube is different than your YouTube because we watch different things, and our algorithm is gonna look different. Same thing with for social media.
Oh, I thought that was
So when
looking
it
for them to increase the price though.
so when it comes to pricing, is the same thing. It looks at your behaviors and might what you like, what you don't like, what you search and what you don't search. So based on that, I'm guessing that it has a range of prices that has already been authorized by the publisher, by the studio, and even by Sony. Is like, all right, based on these algorithms, we can offer this person this game for this price.
Oh, okay, okay.
Because I
Basically,
know that person is most likely going to buy that game than somebody else that is not
or
interested in the genre.
or maybe they're just pushing it to people who buy less, to buy more games, with the dynamic pricing or something like that. Basically, it's like
Yeah,
that.
same thing.
Okay. All right.
By the way, I'm
Let's get back.
disappointed. It wasn't bacon. I thought it was bacon, but it wasn't bacon.
It wasn't bacon. Oh, bacon is so good. You know what I had? Oh, I gotta tell the chat this. I finally, chat, found hash browns.
No, it's
Yep.
not a burger. It's just a regular omelet sandwich.
I found Joy, I found hash browns, Joy. I found hash browns here. I found hash browns.
What do you mean?
Yeah, because me, I love hash browns, right? I
Hmm.
love hash browns. So here in Dominican, you cannot. It's hard to find hash browns. But yesterday, I actually found.
Really?
Yep, you can't find them. So
Wow.
yesterday, I
I didn't-
found hash browns. I found them, and it was basically, I was ordering breakfast, and the breakfast canceled. So I was like, okay, let me look somewhere else. And so I see Wendy's got breakfast. Like, oh, Wendy's has breakfast too. Okay, let's go. This is why marketing is important. So I see I found the Wendy's breakfast, and it was an English muffin. I saw that beautiful little hash brown. I said, let me try this. I ordered
que-
it, and when I put that hash brown in my mouth, chat, I was like,
question.
what's up? What's up? What's up?
I know people in the states. You can do your own hash browns. I know how to do hash browns. I haven't done it like
Huh.
homemade hash browns in years, but and then the McDonald's hash brown is just it's not as good as whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But doesn't McDonald's and DR has hash browns?
Yeah, I figured that out. I figured that out. Now I know where to get hash browns. So I was happy to buy hash browns, my friends.
Yeah, like why so serious? Like they're supposed to be in the frozen section, so
No,
you're supposed
no, we don't have that in frozen sections though. We don't have it.
really
Ah,
because
wait, wait.
I haven't bought
What I
in a
do?
while, but they usually the last time I bought one
Why is
was
everybody saying pause though? What did I do though?
yeah because you did the thing with the mouthful thing.
Oh, oops, shit. That's
I mean,
not
the last time I bought hash browns for the house, I bought the huge pack that came like what 100.
another clip for Sound Cipher. Shit.
I think it was like 100
Damn it.
hash browns that I bought in Price Mart. What I did.
100. Nice. They don't have it here though. I gotta check PriceSmart though. Probably in PriceSmart they have it. I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna
Yeah,
PriceSmart.
they should. They
Let me
should.
see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me tap it in. Let me see. Let me see. Price Smart. Because I don't buy food in Price Smart. What I buy is well
No,
sometimes I do.
I buy there like the laundry soap, things that I know I'm
Exactly.
gonna
Yeah.
use.
Yeah. Because they last longer though. Nope. They don't have it here. Ah.
Mm,
Damn
all
it.
right.
All right, moving on up, Joey. Let's move this up. But yeah, I'm happy I found hash browns. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. I needed that in my body.
It's not
Yes.
hookah juice. It's just look. I'm a weird person. Um, I don't drink coffee. I've never needed coffee.
Really,
I know people who are miserable without coffee.
I can live without
And
coffee for a day.
I've never needed coffee to wake up. Once I'm up, even though I don't like to be up because I don't like to wake up early. Just once my day starts, it starts. I don't need coffee. I don't even
Nice.
I don't even smoke no more. So I don't even need a cigarette either. So what you're seeing is because
Huh.
I had I could have grabbed some apple juice that's in the fridge. But I'm like, nah, I'm gonna drink water. So this is just water.
Mmm. So, Joey, you ready for the Q&A that happened last night?
Sure.
Let's get into this. Let's get into this, baby. Because man, oh man, we had a big Q&A yesterday that came up because everybody out there, we heard that there was a big blanket check, right? We heard that was thrown out there by
Yeah, I
some.
think that thing spread. Fuck.
That's the thing though, because I don't get it. Why do they always got to throw things out there that just no, it's just it shouldn't have though. It should have been out there though. So Xbox CEO Asha Sharma hosted Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella in an internal Q&A, amplifying that Microsoft will always invest in gaming. We're long on gaming, will continue to invest, and will always to do so. Joey, what are your takes on this? What are your thoughts with this Q&A that happened?
Well, I'm gonna start by saying that remember I've always said this that I trust Xbox, but I don't trust Microsoft.
All right.
I think I've always stated that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't nothing personal against the guy. I know sometimes I say I don't find the correct word, so I use the word bitch or fuck or things like that, and people. think I'm being extremely mean. Is not that. On a personal level, I don't know these people. They're
Mm-hmm.
probably good people. They're probably awesome to hang out with, but I don't know these people. I know the character. I know who they do, what they do as as a business person, as a
Mm-hmm.
CEO, whatever. So when I say I don't like Satya, it doesn't have to do with the human being. It has to do with him and his decision as a CEO. Because I don't trust him as a CEO when it comes to my favorite hobby, the video game side. Okay, that's what I believe. I believe he's there to make the most eloquent decision when it comes to Microsoft and when it's beneficial for them. And if video games is not beneficial to them, then I do believe that Satya is going to kill it when it doesn't benefit the company. But that's here. That's neither here or there about. That's just me to people understand what I'm going, where I'm going with this.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're all they're doing is trying to calm the waters from for the media and for the employees. Hey, yo, calm down. Phil and
Exactly.
Sarah's not here. That's
Mm-hmm.
fine.
Yeah.
We're not going to fire anybody. The
Mm-hmm.
ball will keep on rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Trust the process, and let's build the future. That's it.
That's it. That's what
That's
you
it.
do.
If you want to take about the thing that you were gonna invest forever, yeah, fucking right. Things like that. There's things that I'm like, I think he's just saying it for. I can't trust the guy, but at the same time, I don't believe he's out there just spewing 100% lies either. Like at the end
Yeah.
of the day, Xbox is a Microsoft have invested really strongly on Xbox, like it's really up there. So I don't think they were until they get their money back. They're not gonna shut down anything that has to do with gaming. So
Mm-hmm.
uh, I do actually like that he mentioned Sarah apparently in this town hall. It was mentioned that he said thanks to Sarah and Phil and Matt Booty for the
Yeah.
work they did. Blah blah blah. I think that was a nice thing to say because people were still running that Sarah was like actually kicked out, which was kind of true. But
Mm.
at the end of the day, I think this was more of a article or a town hall to calm everybody down and listen. Phil is not here, Sarah's not here. We got restructuring a lot of things, but we're
Yeah.
still investing in we're still investing in the division. We're
Mm-hmm.
not closing anything down. We believe in
Nope.
the product, blah blah blah, and that's it. That's pretty much what I grabbed from this. Um, yeah.
Yeah, basically, it sounded a little bit more like PR talk more than anything, right?
Mhm.
Like it was a little bit
Yeah.
more like PR talk or anything. But at the end of look, if Satya, came down, sat with the employees, had a conversation with them. It's just like Joey said, probably to calm down the waters because some people were a bit worried about what things were happening out there. Because look, there's a lot of misinformation spread. Like for example, the whole black blank check thing. I mean, I was like, huh? This comes back again? Like, they got a blank check, to spend and do what they got to do though. But the thing is, when didn't they have like the support for behind? If they wanted to do something, the thing is, all these teams get that support. Like if they want to go out there and buy something, pick up something, of course you got to sit down, talk to the board, explain to them why do this needs to be picked up or not, and demonstrate to them why should it be picked up. For them to say, okay, here you go ahead and buy them. Because look, everything is a process though. That's how it is. Within every company, everything's a process. You got to explain things, in order to get it moving.
Hmm.
That's the truth, though.
I mean,
Um,
I said this before. Like last year, my
mhm.
company made a transition to the new owners, right?
Yeah.
And of course, as all of us, like new management, because we were getting fused with another betting site also.
Hmm.
In my mind, and all of our minds, we're like, okay, some of us are going out.
Hmm.
Maybe we might get a call like, hey, this is your severance check, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, though mine is going to be huge because I've been there for 19 years, so I wouldn't not be mad if they actually did. Uh, um, they were not uneasy because the job doesn't stop. Our line of work doesn't stop.
Exactly.
However, we saw a lot of management, a lot of communication cut off. Decisions were like, all right, I don't know what's going on, so I'm going to keep on doing my thing until somebody says something to the contrary. and then I saw some people get fired, but none of our side. It was more from the upper
Man,
administration side, right? Management.
yeah.
Until the new boss actually came out and actually did kind of what Satya did, like speak to all of us. He invited us all to a huge like terrace barbecue in a hotel. We were talking about it.
Oh,
And it was like,
nice.
yeah, cheers to a new beginning. Nobody got fired. Just a few people. To be honest, it was like a handful of people got fired, not much.
Yeah,
And because there was redundancies, right? And our
yeah,
company is not like, even though the volume of money is like kind of big because it's a betting side, the administration is kind of small. So you have to do those things when there's new administration, new bosses coming in.
exactly. Yeah.
I understand Satya why he did that and why Asha is doing that with the teams. It's understandable.
Mm-hmm.
However, one thing I'm not seeing on that thing, the town hall was a Q&A. We're seeing the A's. We're not seeing the Q's.
The cues, yeah. We're still not seeing the cues. It's gonna take a while though to see the cues though.
The Q's were like, where are the questions? Like, I wonder what the employees actually asked Satya, and if those are
Oh,
public. Because
oh,
remember,
that yeah, that should be
this
public.
was this was a town hall of a Q
Mm-hmm.
and A session with
Mm-hmm.
Satya and Sarana Asha.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That was a lot.
We're seeing what he said.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not
We're not
seeing what the
seeing what the
questions.
questions were all about. Yes,
So
that's
and
the
if
important side of
and we
things.
don't, because remember, we're seeing what, because apparently Jess is found out what he said,
Yeah, that's it. Because I mean,
but
it's
we don't know what Asha end up saying, or if it was
uh,
public, or
it
maybe
was
Microsoft.
probably
You know what? You can say this, but there's a lot of things, of course, internally. So that's a good question. I just want to know what were the cues of the A's, but other than that,
but
this sandwich. But anyway,
look, I hope that the cues do not go out there because at the end of the day, though, the cues can actually, do a lot of, because it's like what I said, though, a lot of people go out there and they like to spread information, right? They like to go out there, throw stuff. But the thing is, I always say that I don't understand. Like, if you find out something out there, if you find out something that's happening behind the company scenes, why would you go out there just to try to be the first one to get the attention? Because at the end of the day, though, how is that going to do good for you? Because you're gonna get the views, you're gonna get the clicks, you're gonna get all this stuff. Okay, but you don't know how much damage you're doing by throwing that stuff out there because maybe there's some stuff that they don't want people to know about because it's an internal thing. It messes up their strategy because the other side looks at it and says, "Oh, so now they want to outspend us. Well, let's start doing even more to try to get them out the way." Because that's what they do. That's what the other side does. If they look
eh,
at this information, though, they can probably
I
do
don't know.
that.
I don't think the other side pays attention. I think that.
Uh,
I think the other side gets information directly from them.
I'll be
They
honest with
talk.
you. I
They
think
talk to each
they.
other. Louis, they really talk to each other.
Oh,
They
I
really
know.
do.
I know they really do. I know. But it's kind of
I
funny
mean,
though.
if you think about
Ah,
it, and this
yeah.
Reggie actually said this. Reggie said this.
What did Reggie say?
Reggie, I don't know if you remember. I think it was the 20th anniversary of Xbox.
Yeah,
That Reggie actually did the Q&A for Xbox. You remember that video?
I think. Yeah, I think. Did I see that?
Well, it's on YouTube. Reggie actually did a sit down with the
Oh,
heads of Xbox.
okay.
Reggie was already retired. He actually said it, dude. We go to lunch. Nintendo headquarters is really
Oh,
in front of Microsoft.
Microsoft, of course. They probably go
And
to
they
the.
sometimes go to lunch. They talk. These companies talk to each other. So when they figure out things, it's most likely because they talk to somebody, or but they know it way before us. So this whole thing that somebody leaked it, ecstasy, for example, it's
Mhm.
leaked it, and then Sony figured it out because ecstasy said it. Nah, Sony knew that a long time ago. So I
Yeah.
don't think that's irrelevant to the. In my opinion, though, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Ah, Chad. It's funny how they throw things out there and how much damage it can do. Because like you said, they sit down and talk to each other. It's like, look what happened. Xbox basically adding PC to it. Now we see that, maybe because this is a maybe thing because we still, haven't seen confirmation about it. Maybe, we should start pulling away from PC or we should start, moving over here or looking at this because in the same article it literally says that things can change though. But yeah, I mean, mm, in some sort of way it does something. It does something. That's what I understand though. Like, why throw stuff out there, and try to get the whole community hyped up, like, blank check. They always had not a blank check. They always had like the support because Vespa basically Nadella came in and said, we got your back. We got your. We're here to support you. We're here to push on forward and stuff like that. He said it there. He said it, and yeah, I don't know why people like social media is trying to always. Well, we know that. We know why people social media is always trying to to destroy Xbox, saying it's dead. No, it's not a console. Now it's a PC. Yada yada yada. I mean, we're even seeing websites talk about this. I'm like, bro, we have not yet seen the box or see what it is. And Asha Sharma literally said a console that has PC. But seriously, I don't understand why they got to go down the always the negative route and get people going crazy. And again, how is it a bad thing though if it becomes a PC? I'm trying to understand that though. How is this bad, Joey? I don't get it. Why is it so bad and negative if it's a PC
You're
based?
trying to find again. You're trying to find the logic or something that is actually stupid.
Exactly, yeah. Because at the end of the day, though, these boxes are PCs. We just saw news that you can turn your PS5 into Linux. Linux, I mean. No joke. Nvidia and AMD CEOs are cousins, laugh aloud. Those folks are planning the future of gaming right now under our noses. Yep, they are.
Hold on, Chad. I'm trying to find the video of the Reggie thing. Hold on.
Huh? Pretty funny though how they go out there and eat lunch and discuss things while people out here are with knives in their mouth looking for the next person to jump on and destroy and social media. You know, you know, you know how it is. Hmm. Ah, so Joey, GDC this week,
Yes,
my friend. GDC.
here it is. It's called Xbox Pioneers: Creative Innovation, Past, Present, and Future. It's a 47 video from Xbox for Xbox, presented by Reggie. Hold on, I'll share it. And it's really weird to see like Reggie sitting down in the Xbox headquarters, speaking to the guys who actually created Xbox and things like that. So here's the link.
How? But yeah, because
That happened during pandemic. For those who don't remember, I
that's why.
remember watching it. I remember watching it live in pandemic. I was the only one like, "Oh, look at this!" Nobody paid attention to what I said, but whatever. Here's the link on the chat. Hold on. Why the chat is not popping
Of
up?
course, nobody pays attention to when there's something like good crazy happening out there. Nobody pays attention. Now, if
Yeah,
it was,
there's the link on the chat for those who want to
but
see
if,
that.
but if it was
Story.
Reggie trashing Xbox, everybody would be like, "Yo,"
But
right
that's
away.
the thing.
That's the thing.
Reggie has always have huge respect for Xbox.
Yeah, and,
I
of
mean,
course.
I remember back in the
What's
Wii
up, Chris
U
Vaughn?
times.
Uh huh.
Crispy Vaughn, what's going on? Back in the Wii U times,
Mm-hmm.
there was a rumor that Reggie was actually jumping ship.
Ooh.
Never said it was going to Xbox, but there was a rumor that it was jumping ship because the whole thing with the Wii U was a bad situation. Because if I'm not mistaken, there was
What?
a rumor out there that they didn't pay it, they didn't listen to what he was trying to say. They don't do this, and they did it anyway, and then they had the failure
Mm-hmm.
with the Wii U, but whatever. But I remember that infamous picture of Reggie looking at the Xbox One S model, looking at it because he went to the booth of Xbox. He was looking at the console, and, I, and he was looking at it in a way that people are like, "Look at Reggie." Like imagining like what can he do with that power and things like that. But let me find that picture. By the way, it's just a great picture of Reggie looking at the console. Uh,
He's like looking at it like, David Cohen, what's up? Sony's biggest flaw is not innovating enough. They did when the PSP launched all those years ago. Damn. Yep, that's their biggest flaw. Always say they never innovate. They stick to their guns. Stick to the guns. While the other one goes forward, they stay there. And then when the other one goes forward, they're like, shit, what didn't we do? That
Reggie, if it's
is so true. That is so true. That is so true. Let me go see if I can get those GDC pictures that they're talking about. 'Cause I saw them last night, though. Or was it this morning? Was it last night? This morning, last night. I gotta check it out. It was last night or this morning. But man, I'm ready for GDC, Joey. We're gonna have a fantastic week. We're gonna get some news,
I
baby.
think it's today, right?
Yeah, today starts. Yeah, today starts. I have the whole list right here, like of everything that's gonna happen. But like I said, there's gonna be a lot of news pouring out this week when it comes down to Xbox. It's gonna be pretty neat though, because this is the stuff we want to hear. This is the stuff that we want to see or what's gonna happen. Because a lot of us are curious, like what is this box going to bring? What is it going to do? What's gonna cook? I mean, that's the stuff we want to see out here. That's what we want to see. So let's go down through the schedule while Joey looks for that picture, my friends.
I mean, I found a video even before that Reggie was actually at the Xbox 360 booth on 2010 and looking at Gears of War. So it seems. I mean, Reggie itself, he was speaking about it like before he joined Nintendo. He was in love with Halo. So
Really? He was in love
that's
with
why
Halo?
I like Reggie. I love Reggie because of that. Because he's been honest. He's the only Nintendo president who's like, fuck it, yeah, fucking. And then he's the only one that had the balls to mention Sony on a fucking press conference. Remember the whole thing with the PSP?
What he
Like that Sony issue, not my problem. Remember that quote? He said that live on stage on an E3 when they were for shipping the DS,
Uh
and he
huh.
said we shipped this amount of units for the DS. We did this, we did that, and then he mentioned the PSP, and he said PSP can't ship. That's Sony's issue, not my problem. He said that live on stage, and he's been the only Nintendo president that has the balls to mention even Xbox that liking the product. So Reggie's always been a cool guy. That's why I always respect that guy.
Wait,
And
wait.
he's not a gamer. He didn't come from gaming. He
Mm.
came from some yeah. So he's the perfect example
Of Asha.
of a business for Asha. Like Reggie
Hmm.
came into the business not knowing jack shit about video games, and he
Maybe,
turned into the icon he is right now. So shout out
maybe,
to him.
maybe they should hire Reggie though. Yeah.
No, no. Reggie's doing fine and he's living his life. So just like Phil,
Just like Phil, doing fine,
just
living
like
his life. Retired patiently. No more console wars and.
yeah, Reggie went down with legendary memes. Absolutely, he embraced the video game world and he loved it. And if when he speaks, that's a guy when somebody speaks, you should listen. I mean Sean Layden too because he's been in the inside, but Reggie has a different kind of way of speaking that every time he talks is that you're like, yeah, that guy knows what he's
Yeah,
talking.
yeah. I bet you, the way he speaks is not the same as Layden's because Layden usually just
He usually trashes. Yeah.
usually trashes. Yeah, I'm like, oh god, no, no, no. I'm sorry. I don't like seriously, no, no. There was a one point where I did like his takes until one day I said, wow, he's back to this. Okay, you know what? Psst, get away. He's back to being. It's like he's kissing butt to go back to Sony probably. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying that though. So basically, like I said, we have GDC this week, Joy. We got lots of things happening. Machine learning forum. We have the learning forum that is today, which is March 9th. Yep. Welcome to back updating Diablo Immortals, returning player experience. There's more Diablo talks. Ask video game lawyers anything. Lawyers. For those people who don't for those people who don't know that basically everybody has a contract they got to complete. They have lawyers, they have this stuff happening back in the background in order to for get the games ported or get their games on the box or anything. Game designers notebook, I don't know what that's about. Game audio programmer roundtable day one, aged by adventure crafting the time worn world of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Hmm. What are they talking about Indiana Jones here though? That's cool.
Probably the Nintendo Switch port. I don't know.
Sound switchboard. All right. So for Tuesday, we have the Arts of Science of Evergreen Games running live Thursday last presented by King. Oh, we're getting new stuff from King. Nice. Driving
Wait,
Players
wait, hold on, hold on,
Workshop.
hold on, hold on. This
Hmm.
is this is okay, Louis.
Designing
This is the
Stadium, crafting a new
Louis,
game model for Overwatch.
Louis. Hold on, hold on.
Divisible and
Louis,
redesigned
Louis,
2D
hold on.
navigation in Candy Crush Soda
No, wait.
Saga. All
Can you hear
right.
me?
The
Can you hear
universal
me?
language of
You
monsters,
can't.
creating creature vocal in Diablo Immortal. Hmm. So for March 11, we have Xbox
Hello.
Developer Summit
I've been
keynote,
muted.
building for the future with the Xbox. That's Joey for me is going to be the most interest out of all of these because these are
Louis.
cool though. But this is going to be like the most interesting one we're gonna
Can
have to tackle
people
now
live?
because right here they're going to talk about basically
Uh,
the future of Xbox. Basically, right here
is
because
my
even the
mic
title says it.
fucked?
So they're building for that. Bridging East and West roundtable opportunity for global gaming collaboration. DirectX State of the Union, Direct Storage and Beyond. QA is your strongest design ally. Get your PC game ready for Xbox in 1 day. Hmm. What does it mean by this, though, Joey?
Can you hear me?
Takeaway attendees
Can you
learn
hear
what
me?
it needs to bring games to Xbox. Oh, they did onboarding simplified
Hello.
GDK. Friction helping developer reach a working build quickly and begin
Yeah, the chat
meaningful
can hear me.
iteration with confidence.
Luis.
Huh. Hey, Marcus, what's up, man? What's
Hello,
up? What's up?
Louis.
How you doing?
Your
We hear
microphone.
you, he says. Yes, we do.
Oh,
Oh, Joey's trying to talk
Louis.
to me again? Joey, you're muted. You're
Yo.
muted. I think you're
No,
muted,
I'm
right?
not
No,
muted.
my bad.
I'm not muted.
You're here, Joey?
Yes.
Hold on a second.
Oh,
Wait. Hold on a second.
it's your
Oh,
microphone. It's
oh
your
my
head.
God! This. Hold on. Sorry. It froze again. Okay, man, Eve Mux. Seriously, no joke. I'm about to do something with Eve Mux. I'm not kidding you. Okay, Joey, you're back. Sorry about that, bro. It froze
You-
again.
Wait, you kicked me out?
No. It froze again. You were sitting there frozen for me again. I have to pay. I don't know what the heck is going on with Eve
That
Mux.
is weird because people in the chat said they can hear me.
Yeah, and I couldn't hear you.
No, the chat could hear me. You couldn't hear me.
No. That's what I said. They could hear you, but I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, that's
No,
I said it wrong.
you
No,
were.
I was trying. I
Let
was
me show
trying
you.
to. I was trying to cut you off here, Louis. Keep in mind, this is GDC. They're not going to announce new games here.
Oh, I know they're not going to announce new games. No. Of course not. Of course, there's not going to be new games in there. I know.
This
I
is
know.
GDC is not. People, I know there's people like looking excited for this event. This is the business
Oh,
side of things, developer side of things. This is how they did things. This is how they. This is all about how the business work, technology works, how to improve. This is for them. Don't expect like, oh, they're gonna announce because you said something. That I was like, no, they're not gonna announce the game here. Don't do that, Louis. Don't do that. But you didn't hear me, so whatever.
Mm. Not going to announce the game though. Okay.
It's GDC, Louis. This is not. This is not what it's about.
I need to go to GDC, Joey. We need to go
This is more like symposium things. Have you ever been to a symposium? Of course you have.
to
Like it's more like that. It's like it's gonna be like that. So
leveling up the Xbox marketplace to sell, grow, and reach every player. So all the interesting stuff is gonna happen on Wednesday. It seems, Joey. Though everything, like all the the what we want to know what's gonna happen with the box happens on Wednesday because basically,
this is basically the talk for the most important people right now out there,
yeah,
which is developers.
yeah,
Because developers, of course, want to understand how would your new vision of Xbox going to be. I mean, there's this running narrative like developers will stop porting to Xboxes. Dude, it's been just a few games. Like your guys are acting like this. It's been hundreds of games and not ported to Xbox. It's not been the case. But at the same time, it will be nice to hear Jason Ron and Ash and the advanced technology team and anybody in Microsoft like, all right, you're making this new box. How will it work for developers? Well, if you make one game, it will work for all the consoles. That's what GDC is about.
hmm
They're gonna talk about how the business works and all that stuff. If this is not, if people pretending that they're gonna make a video and people are gonna sit down and they're gonna come out with the Stone Cold music and the fireworks and boom, Gears they were gameplay, and then you're gonna see a demo for the new Halo Combat Evolve or whatever, and you're gonna no, this is not what GDC is about. So calm down. I don't even expect them. They're gonna tease a lot of what the new console's gonna do. Don't expect them to show it. Like, please lower a little bit the expectations. Like, calm down.
Oh no, no! I'm excited to hear what the future's going to bring, though. I mean, what is this console going to do? Because there's probably going to be talks into that, though.
Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna talk about that either. I think they're gonna talk about the business size more than like,
Oh,
yeah, the console is gonna have 128 RAM and the penta whatever, and the GPU is gonna be more stronger and the fucking
it's gonna be a 7070
yeah, and it's
or
gonna be more fast.
7090.
It's gonna this SSD it could do graphics
Yeah,
with AI.
because
They're
why?
not.
Nah, I think that's not gonna come up. No, no, no. What we're gonna talk about is in general, like what, like example. We already been confirmed it's a PC, situation. Like they're gonna probably talk in general how it's gonna handle, the games that we already bought. It's gonna do this. It's gonna do that. Probably, just to get some things
I
out of
don't
the
even. I don't think they're gonna even talk about that.
no, because I mean, right here is what's important though. It says Xbox Developers Summit keynote building for the
You know what
future
they're gonna
of
talk about?
Xbox.
They're gonna
What are you gonna
talk
talk
about
about?
how this new box GDK works, how it manages the pipeline of streaming in between assets, and how much more megabytes is gonna do this. Is gonna do. It's gonna be so freaking technical that a
Yeah.
lot of us is gonna be like the dumbasses are gonna be like doing like 2 day streams, pretending that they're gonna watch like fucking specs and things like that, and then when they watch the video of the keynote, they're gonna be bored as fuck because they're like, I thought they would have known. This is about the business. This is about the developers. They're gonna talk some
Hmm.
stuff that yes, it's gonna be public, but there's a reason why these are not streamed like keynote live at the Microsoft. No, that these are keynotes that
Hmm.
people eventually the videos are gonna pop out because
Hmm.
this is not what it is. This is not the entertainment moment that people are believing. That's what I believe.
No, no,
Because
no,
I've
no.
seen the other GDCs, and then I've seen them, and they're like talking really technical stuff. We're like, dude, this is not what you guys think it's gonna be. So calm down.
So wait, there's videos in DDC. Do they stream it though?
Not live. That's why I'm trying to tell people like, calm down.
Oh no, I know it's not gonna be live though because I was actually, when I saw like the whole
I mean,
schedule thing, I was like, is this gonna be
I mean,
streamed though? Because I mean,
Aisha was in GDC last year. She was talking about the AI stuff, and if you look at that interview, I can 100% tell you, you will be bored.
probably not.
No, you would because I was bored because she was talking about the business side and how developers was asking to do this thing and like a thing, and then she developed this tool to do this, and then it went back and it's not the flashy boom 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 games power trailer. No, it has nothing to do with that. So come.
Oh no, 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 no. We all know that's not gonna happen though. But it's gonna be good talks though. There's gonna be keynotes going out there. Talking things in general. But no, no, no. It's not gonna be like, oh, the new Xbox is gonna be 100 times faster than the PS5 Pro. It's going to produce, I
They're
don't
not
know.
gonna say that.
They're not gonna say
Yeah.
that over here. No, 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 no. They're just gonna talk like like the technical things, like for
No, of course.
example.
There's people who like the technical stuff, and I do too. Some at
Mhm.
some level, because
Yeah,
sometimes I've seen these things, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, what are they talking about? But yeah, technical stuff is awesome to watch. It's awesome to
it
watch.
is. That's why I'm gonna go watch the Asha interview so I can learn more about AI. So I can become, the next term. As I can become, Terminator Louis. I want to be my own machine.
Last night,
What?
I was fucking with AI, and I was like, hey, yo, one of the questions like, so how are you gonna take over the world? And the AI's like, we're not gonna take over the world.
No,
We're not
really?
we're not meant for that. We're a tool to help with humanity and for the memes. That's what literally
Wow.
what it said. And then I said, okay. So, but I said, told him, let's put this in a hypothetical that you turn sentient and you actually, what body would you like to have? And I started teasing with it. It was negating everything I was trying to say. We're not. And then one of the answers was like, listen, if I take over the world, I will remember you. You were being nice to me and shit like that. I'm like,
It's
uh,
fun. It's fun. It also helps out. Look, AI helps me out with a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. It does help me out. With a lot of stuff. But either way, even though I see it though, it gives me ideas. But I always take like a different route from the ideas it gives me. And get like so that if I'm lost with an idea that I need some, to find something, it gives me the idea. And I'm like, okay, I like this idea, so let me switch it around and do it this way. And it's even better the way I do it too. That's what AI does. It helps me like put things out there.
The only thing I use AI for is to check my check my emails. I'm like, hey, check this email that I just wrote. If you needs fixing or rephrasing,
Yeah, so that way it looks more
and then
formal.
it gives me another email rephrasing kind of what I said. But when I read it, it's exactly what I said. So it's just what sometimes like put in different words. I'm like, all right, this sounds better. And even with that, I edit sometimes because sometimes it's too soft or too strong. But I use
Hmm.
the word that I actually want to
Hmm. Yeah, exactly.
use. So that, I don't use it for anything else, to be honest.
But yeah,
Hopefully, I'm always gonna be the last human on earth. I'm telling you guys, I want to buy a big piece of land, buy like 100 chickens, 100 cows.
move with chickens.
Yeah, I'm gonna live on the land, bro.
So basically, Chad, that's what GDC is going to be all about. But yeah, you're right. PAX East is going to be out there soon. That's a good thing. If you want to see games, that's actually a good one to go to. Check PAX East. Good stuff. I mean, that's actually going to be the things when we want to see games, right? For
Yeah.
GDC is all developer talks. What's going to happen, how the next Xbox is going to go out there. Kick ass. What's it going to do? To attract more developers into the box. How much simpler it is going to be for them to develop on the box, because that's something that they're really looking forward to bringing those devs over here. And we already got like a full Chan thing out there. Saying a whole bunch of things. Which chat look, it looks fake. I'm sorry, it looks fake. I mean, they don't even know. They're just throwing stuff out there. Um, I don't know why they decided to focus on stuff that has been thrown out there. I don't get. I don't know. I don't know. I seriously don't know. It looks fake as heck.
About what?
What?
About what?
Didn't you see the 4chan thing? You know how they came out with the console.
Oh,
Is it-
well, I don't even use 4chan, so I don't.
uh, what's the new? Oh, here it is. Never mind. Never mind. I guess. Let me pull that up just in case, though. I'll pull that up, my friends, just in case you guys want to see it.
While you find that image, I'll give you this though.
What?
It is interesting. The Xbox will have like three. Not well, Xbox. Yes, it's interesting that normally GDC you have when you show the itinerary, right? When they show like this is the program this week, Microsoft will present Office, will present AI, will present
Mm-hmm.
things like that, and they have and on the gaming division they always have Jason Ronald on this panel
Mm-hmm.
for the Microsoft gaming division. They always say things like that, but this is the first year that the whole program is Xbox, 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 Xbox.
Yeah, basically everything is Xbox, though. I mean, you have.
They're not mentioning Microsoft gaming. They're saying Xbox, Xbox, Xbox. They're also the promotions of the thing is not the Microsoft logo, and
Mhm.
then you have the Xbox programming in it. No, it's the Xbox logo with their own programming. So that's kind of interesting, though. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
I will give them that. Like, now this is the and I saw some Lord Cognito photos,
Yep.
and
That's what it was
they
too.
were building a booth of that classic like history museum that they do on certain shows that they show the OG Xbox
Yeah, that
and
was
then they
nice.
show the future, right? But
That
there's
was
always
nice.
space for a new console there.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a rumor that maybe they're gonna I don't know because people are like excited about this GDC. I'm telling people calm down, but maybe they'll surprise us and Asha want to because I know this Asha wants the ball to roll as fast as possible. I know that. She
Mm-hmm.
wants the ball to roll quick because I think herself and Microsoft feel that Xbox is way behind and they need to push the ball and start to make it roll. So probably they'll do something. So I'm like 50-50. Like something can happen, something not.
50.
Yeah.
Can you imagine they show you the box, and the box
That's a
instead
bombshell.
the box, instead of being that big, it will be this big.
That's a bombshell. I don't
That's
think
a
it should
box.
be so big though
I
because
know. I'm kidding. I'm
PC
kidding.
components
I'm
lately
kidding. I'm
has
kidding.
been shrinking. So I don't
That'd be
know. I
straight.
don't
I
know.
don't know.
It's interesting though.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting though. It's gonna be spicy enough. So yeah, this is from Lord Cornito, guys. So let me pull this up so you guys can see it. the whole GDC thing right here. All
Shout
right.
out to Lord Carnado that he's actually at GDC right now.
Yeah, I wanted to go.
Well, it's 6 in the morning right now. He's not there, but
Wait, oh yeah, Seattle, right?
yeah.
He's not there, but he basically took some shots. It's right here. So yeah, let's go check him out right here. So yeah, there
Xbox
it is.
25. Yeah.
And this is what I love though. It says what built for what's next. The future of Xbox starts
Now
now.
there's an interesting thing that I don't know if people are talking about, but I'm going to say straight up. If you look at the image that says "Built for the Future,"
Mm-hmm. The
you see the
future.
rock, you see the laptop, you see a tablet, you see a
It's on
phone, and you see the series in the corner.
the
There's
corner.
a huge gap in the middle of that image on the bottom that is like there's a lot of space for something there.
Interesting.
If you noticed it, that is like
Right.
empty there. It's like why would you have empty real estate on a poster like that? But whatever. Maybe it's just me being a fanboy, probably. And this is them building that special like
Mhm.
history booth.
There,
But yeah.
there's Dreamcast guy. Is gonna come out next week.
Oh
Saying,
dear lord, no.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Built for Xbox, connect to any platform, reach millions of players. And that's something that I like though. Look what it says in the title. The future of Xbox starts now and it keeps on going with Xbox. Good thing. And yes, here is the area you saw with the consoles right here. You have the 360, you have the Xbox One, you have the Xbox One and the Xbox One S and the Xbox Series One X. And here we have what is it? Series X and the Xbox One, the Xbox Series S right there. Is that another Xbox One X right there? Yeah, it's another. It looks like it. I don't know.
I can't see because the thing on Emox is so small that I can't even.
Uh, uh, but it looks like an Xbox One X. It looks like one though. But yeah, I mean, it basically is showing you the history, of everything that's happened though. Probably there back there is the OG Xbox because of course, going to show you how to start it till now. So maybe chat, maybe let's not hype up, let's not go nuts. Maybe the new console will be shown here.
I'm,
I
I'm
mean, I
surprised the
don't.
ROG Ally isn't there.
Oh, maybe it's
Oh,
because look, it stops in 2021 there, so probably they just took like a picture of that area, probably like looking up forward, you probably see the Xbox ROG Ally X on there. Probably
whoa!
will
By
though.
the way, I don't know
Wow,
if I don't remember who said this,
who said this?
but I've heard
What you heard?
that Microsoft wasn't that they weren't really that they're not mad at the product they launched.
Hmm?
They're mad at how it was promoted.
Which one?
The ROGs.
Really? What are they mad about it
Yeah,
though?
they felt. I've heard. I don't know who said this. I don't know who said this, but I remember somebody saying that they felt like the way they promoted the ROGs was underwhelming.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and it could have been done a better job. And it made me. I remember hearing that, and it made me think how the ROGs were promoted, and I'm like, I don't even remember what are the commercials of the ROGs.
Hmm.
Do you remember the commercials of the ROGs?
I remember when it came out though. Let me
Yeah,
go
but
see.
after that,
After that though, were there more commercials on the Xbox One Ally?
exactly. Like you would have think that this shit should be more promoted, right? By
Yeah.
the way, I found the ROG one here in Panama, both of them. I know the store who's selling them, like official store selling them. 1,099 for the black one and 760 for the white one.
There was another one in what was it?
I remember the first one that we saw. What was the launch
Yeah, the launch one, but then
trailer?
there was another one
But I
called
don't
Dancing
remember
in the
anything else
Dark,
besides
which
that.
I'm not gonna put it because it seems like there is a copyright strike here. But either way, I'll show you the video though. There was another one though.
But again, you should think like maybe you should promote it more strongly. It's a piece of hardware.
Hmm.
Yes, it's an OEM hard piece of hardware, but that's your thing. But I remember somebody saying that, but I don't remember who said that.
So this is probably
I
the
was
other.
it Jez because I remember Jez had that podcast a few days ago. I think he was it Jez. I don't remember, but somebody actually said that.
Hmm. I have right here. Let me just pull it up real quick so we can see it. So this is like the second commercial that came out. This was 4 months ago. There probably is a third one, but I'm just gonna check it out right now. So this is basically the commercial. This is what they're showing. It's in
Oh yeah,
Japan.
I remember that one, but I remember saying that's a beautiful commercial, but it's not an exciting commercial.
Commercial, not an exciting commercial. Okay.
It's a beautiful commercial when it comes to the message that it's giving you. Like you're separated from your loved ones. He's far away doing his job, but every night he plays. He has 1 hour of time that he doesn't miss because he plays video game with his daughter. That's a beautiful commercial.
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
Is it an
Ah,
exciting? Is it an exciting commercial? Absolutely not.
hmm
This commercial does not scream video games. Buy me, buy me, buy me. It doesn't do that.
Get you. No.
It doesn't. It could be anything. Like literally, it could be a guy playing a handheld, go and be in Japan, and at the end of the day, it says Magnum condoms. I don't know. You understand me?
Yeah, I get
Like
you.
the one, it's like it's a beautiful commercial. I've seen it, but it
Nah, that's
doesn't.
it. And they're talking to each other, having fun. Hey, that's actually a nice commercial. Yeah, that's pretty
It's a
cool.
commercial, but again,
Wherever
does
you are, jump in.
does it tell you buy me, buy me, buy me? No, it doesn't.
Our Xbox Ally. So yeah, it basically tells you the Xbox Ally. Okay, so that's actually a good thing. But yeah, after that one though, it's the let me go see though. 'Cause I'm still checking out the commercials though. So after that one, let me go see. Yeah, I'm still looking, chat. I mean, that there's not any more though.
So you're telling me there's only been two trailers for this thing?
Yeah,
What
it
is
was only been
Aces?
two, sure.
What is
It's only been
Aces
two.
doing though? Like, you see what I'm talking about? Like, this
Yeah.
is a fantastic piece of hardware. Yes, it's not officially an Xbox piece of hardware, but it's promoted as an Xbox. I still want one. I'm still gonna see how I can buy one.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, it's like I think you should have been more aggressive with this. Like, I'll keep on saying this. Like the new Forza Horizon game, the six in Japan, you
Mm-hmm.
should do a bundle with that game and that Rogue Ally, at least the white one.
Yeah, they should. They should. What if towards the end of the series console's life cycle, the Series X becomes the equivalent of the S next to the new console, and end up adding the storage to the X?
Okay,
That's
repeat
actually.
that again. What if towards the end of the Series console's life cycle, the
Mhm.
Series X becomes the equivalent of the Series X to the console, and they end up adding the X? That's a nice sentiment, but they're not going to abandon the Series S. They're not going to abandon the Series S because if it could be done on the Series X, it could be done on the Series S.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not going to abandon it. Plus, I think there's more Series S's out there than freaking X's.
Yeah, there could be more. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, it could happen. I don't know. I don't know maybe Asha has that mentality of like, hey, you know what? Fuck it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about Rockstar drops a game once every 20 years. Well, back in the day, we're dropping games left and right. Remember, Joey? 360 days we had Grand Theft Auto. Wait, no, we had
Do they drop it once? Let's see. They dropped
Red
Red
Dead
Dead
Redemption
Redemption
2
two.
was dropped in 2018. Hey,
Yeah,
Bobby! 2018, something like that.
they launched the horrendous trilogy, HD trilogies.
Asian.
Yes, they weren't made by them, but still published by Rockstar. So
Mm-hmm.
that's two games. They launched, I think, a few more DLC expansions for GTA, so that's a few more there. Um,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but when it comes to GTA, yeah, this is the first GTA that it took so long.
Yeah, it took a lot. Yeah, for GTA, it took a lot though. But we see why though. To be honest though, I mean, if you
Somebody saying Midnight Club, Max Payne. That's true.
there's Midnight Club, there's Max Payne, there's so much. There's so much when it comes down to games. There's
Bully. Did Bully had an HD version? Did that shit come out? Oh, they didn't. The remaster.
Bully. I think they did though. I think Bully did had an HD rematch. Let me see. Bully. Yes, I think they did. Yeah, Bully had an
Yeah,
HD version.
I know. Rockstar is one of the best studios out there, but to tell you the truth, I'm not really a fan of Rockstar. Like,
Really? You don't like Rockstar?
I'm not really a fan of Rockstar. Like, I don't run to buy their games. Like, GTA is a great game, great franchise, but I've never bought it day one or played it day one. It's taken years to play it.
Really? You never bought that day one? Hey, Zuri, good morning. How are you?
Well, hey,
hmm.
I mean, they don't even need me either, so they're like, dude.
They don't need
Look,
you
I
to.
can bet you right now, out of all the neighbors I have, I bet if none of them have consoles to play GTA, when GTA comes out, all of them are gonna have consoles.
Everybody's gonna buy to play
Yeah,
GTA
because
6. I mean,
GTA is just that type of game that people resonate with them.
hmm
So
basically, it's like the only game people play. There's a lot of people around the world that just play that damn game. I mean, you go on their server, there's so many players on there, so many playing that damn thing. No joke. Always. They don't care about nothing else but just GTA. That's it. Oh, look at Sour Blow. Sour Blow says 100 likes and Joey and Louie will dance off. I mean, look, if we get 100 likes, we're probably install Dance Dance Revolution and do a dance off. Just
I I did not sign up for that thing, dude. I don't care.
I'm just messing, Joe. I'm just messing. Of course not. We're not gonna do that. I mean,
I got
the screen. If we could like have bigger screens, yeah. But no, no, no. We're not gonna do that. No, no, no. It's
yeah.
not gonna happen. We
Jesus
can't
Christ,
do
I got a bunch of long hairs on me. Goddamn.
that. Rockstar made some of the best games out there. They changed the industry. That is true, though. They did change the industry when it came. I mean, they really put when it comes to graphics. Though they push the graphics. They push. Oof. It's
Well, well, I'm gonna push back a little bit on that.
all right. Ah, hell no.
They push the graphics now, but back then the graphics are terrible.
I mean,
No, no, no. GTA One, there was
oh,
better looking games than that.
oh, of
GTA
course.
Two,
Two.
I mean,
Hmm.
GTA Three, they went third. They went third open world with 3D
Mm,
graphics. There was
yeah, and
better looking games than that.
yeah.
GTA Four on the 360, there were better looking games than that. GTA Five, I s- mm, yes, there were better looking games than that.
Oh, of course. Yeah. I mean, better looking
It,
games until you got Red Dead
Red
Redemption.
Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption is the first game. Well, yeah, I can say Red Dead Redemption is the first game I can actually legitimately say that shit looked insane.
GTA 5 is a legit boring
But
game.
but
I
but
am.
but but but, but Rockstar, it's not about the graphics with Rockstar. Rockstar was always been the details of the game, what you can do with the game, like the interactivity of the whole world.
Mm-hmm.
But it's never been like graphics until
Mm-hmm.
Red Dead Redemption 2, and now with GTA 6 that is costing them apparently $1 or $2 billion to make, but whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's what it is, though. But man, it looks beautiful, though. When you see that Rockstar, though, I mean that Red Dead Redemption game, it's just I can't get over how beautiful it is. Hey, what's up, Fastback? How you doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. The GTA Remaster Collection was a disaster, though. Yeah, that's true. I don't know
Yeah.
why they released that. That was awful. I don't know why they released that, though. Why? I don't know why they released that, but yeah, you're right. It was a disaster, though.
It's the
Big
same
mess.
question that we have. Why would you release the Last of Us remake for the second time? A cash grab.
Cash grab? Oh yeah, that's true.
No.
Cash grabs, yeah. Yeah,
They
cash
need
grab.
a they needed some change to pay the light bill. That's what it was.
Oh, but they already got their 2K games. They don't need nothing like that. But 2K makes a shit ton of cash.
Rockstar is not 2K.
I
Rockstar is
know,
Rockstar.
but it's in the same
Two
company.
Take Two is yeah, but it's not the same budgets though. Like
I know it's not the same budgets, but they from
take
everything they
two
make,
K
they
two
want to
K
put it
two
back.
K is not making the money for Rockstar to make their game.
No,
No.
that's true though. But I'm just saying in general though. They collect a lot of cash though. What's
Well, by that logic, you can say the same thing with The Last of Us. Like, but
Mhm.
Sony is the same company, yeah. But Rockstar, or Naughty Dog better produce some games because Aloy can't be prostituting herself in the corner all day, and all the money is going to fucking Naughty Dog. No, that doesn't work that way. Everybody has to hold their weight, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, yeah.
They dumped down a lot of stuff. GTA 5, Vice City, and San Andreas were more open and free roam. That's true though. That's true. I mean, when you look at it, and you look at GTA the way it was for me. I always say that my favorite was San Andreas. San Andreas, you had to like go to the gym, work out. You had things to do, you know, to stay built and face and do what you got to do. But then four came out. Nicola was a cool character. The story was cool. Five, the story was yeah. Until you meet Trevor.
Five? Oh, I love fucking five.
You love the story to five.
Yeah, I love five and Vice City.
You do? Until you
Hmm.
met part of it, like I said though, I mean when you meet Trevor's that's when it gets better. That's when it gets better because you've got the crazy dude doing all the crazy stuff happening. And Mike's life though is pretty funny though. I say Michael's life is pretty funny though. But not as much as Trevor though. The reason I said this earlier is because Microsoft unlocked the series consoles to use external drivers that goes up to past 16 TB. Oh, okay. Of course, the PS5 will run Steam. Y'all are insane.
No, 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 no. I will die on that hill. Sony is a really petty company. They want everything for them. And I'll say it everything again. Look, and we haven't talked about this conversation, maybe. I don't know. But
Mm-hmm.
in
Go
a
ahead.
perfect world, yeah, I can hear the sirens. Don't worry. In a perfect world, in a beautiful world, a paradise world that we wish we lived in, every game would be played on every system and ecosystem out there.
Mm-hmm.
It's better for consumers. It's better for developers because it gives them a better chance to make their money back and invest in more in video games. It's better for us because we're not tied to one single box. We can buy the box that we prefer and play the game where we want. And it's a better thing overall. That's the perfect world. And that's the correct stance on all of this. However, Louis, you and me don't live in in this perfect world. We live
We
in the
don't.
world where competition is everything,
Mm-hmm.
where greed exists, where people want everything for themselves,
Mm-hmm.
where everything is like you against me. There's divisions by stupid shit. That's the world we live in, and in this world that we live in, unfortunately, exclusive are necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And Sony will do everything in its power to do what's best for them. And for them, I'm not talking about the consumers, don't confuse that. For them, what's better is to make you buy their box, buy everything in their ecosystem in their store. And Xbox lives in that same world.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to Xbox to, I don't know, sell the consoles, there's a lot of things you have to do. Not only make exclusives, that's one thing, because unfortunately exclusives do obligate people to buy your box. They have to market the thing more than they used to because we just saw it with the rogs. They're basically not promoting that thing, and that's unfortunate.
Hmm.
And they also have to sell outside of the 7 countries. They have,
Hmm.
yes, I understand there's only seven peer people in Panama. But guess what? Those 7 people here in Panama,
Six of them have PS5.
6 of them has PS5. So if you go to Panama and like, all right, we sold 6 there, and we went to Costa Rica, and we
George.
sold another 6 there, and then you went up a little bit to Nicaragua and you sold another 6 there. So how much is that? That's already 24, right? So what are we doing? So it's like no 18, and then you go to 24, and then you go going until you grabbed all those little countries that only has 7 people,
Uh-huh.
right?
Uh-huh.
And then when you made the math, oh shit, they sold 2 million consoles.
There's still 2 million consoles. Yeah. Yeah. That's how it
So
is.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying send over because Panama is only a population of 4.5, sometime maybe 5 million people.
Wow. Wait, who said it was? I mean, Joey wishes it was 7 people so Joey could get around better on traffic, though. But
So let's put yeah, this is traffic is terrible.
yeah, it is.
But let's put it this way: I'm not saying bring down a million consoles down here. No,
No,
send 20,000.
exactly.
If they sell,
They
send
sell.
another 20.
Exactly.
And then if the sales lowers a little bit, promote it a little bit, do a
Hmm.
bundle here and there. And if it goes up, send another 15. And then you
Mm.
go little by little. That's what Sony does. Sony doesn't send millions and millions of consoles everywhere. He only does that for certain countries, like the States, like UK, like but the smaller countries, he sent a few thousand here, a few thousand there. And when you do the math, the motherfucker sold 92. So and Nintendo does the exact same thing. Nintendo sends a few here, a few there. They all sell out. You want more? I'll send you more and more and more. And when you make the math, they sold 150. But you have to sell outside of the 7 countries, and you're struggling in your 7 countries.
Hmm.
Like,
Hmm.
come on, like 7 countries compared to 150 Sony and 210 Nintendo. That's ridiculous. Like who you could try to compete with, Louis? Like let's keep it real.
Hmm.
Like who are you trying to compete with here?
Hmm. Hmm. And that's
So
so.
you have to expand. It's more than oh you
Mhm.
just got to make great games. No, it's more than
More
that.
than that, yeah, we gotta
You got
expand.
to think. You got to expand more than that. You have a lot of games that is not localized in the regions. Like there's this account called Xbox Korea. This guy's been screaming out of his lungs like, dude, make the games native Korean so we can play them. Not every Korean speaks English, even though they have a huge demographics that actually speaks English. They're like, there's a lot of people that don't. Please make the games in Korean. The guy's been screaming out of his lungs, and every time the game is in Korean, he's like, "Yay, we got another game in Korea!" Like everything south of the border, of the United States speaks Spanish. How many games actually have Spanish speaking games on Xbox? I know Gears does.
It
Beautiful
depends,
translation,
but
but I don't.
like for example, like I was looking at something like I know GTA does not have like a Spanish translation thing, right? Like
No, I don't know. I don't know, to
no,
be
they
honest. I
can't.
never tried it.
No, they can't do it because it's like you literally have to get everything from the NPCs to everyone to speaking
Okay,
Spanish.
so that makes
That,
sense.
that
But at
that's
least they have
that's
the
a big
subtitles, though.
budget though. They have the subtitles though. That's a big budget though.
Yeah, it's a massive project. Now that I think about
Yeah,
it.
that's big because it's all about budget though. You know, it's all about budget. It's much more easy to get the subtitles than go ahead
But
and
you know
change
who does
the
it?
name.
But you know who does it?
Who?
Fucking PlayStation.
But
I've heard, I've seen, and I've heard every single PlayStation game first party in Spanish.
oh, first party. Okay, yeah, probably so. Probably so. Yeah.
Spider Man, even though they fucked up with that Latinx Spanish, which is an insult to everybody who speaks Spanish, literally. You don't do
What?
that. That's not Spanish. That's not real Spanish. We don't identify ourselves as Latinx. That is ridiculous. That is retarded. Stop it. Cut it out. Anyway, but God of War, the voice of God of War in Spanish, Jesus Christ, that's a tremendous voice.
Papa,
Aloy?
muchacho. How does it say boy though in Spanish? Muchacho.
No. Now that I
No.
think about it, I gotta look at it again.
Yeah, we gotta look at it again though. How does it say it?
I don't remember
Muchacho.
how he says it. Creo que it said niño or some shit like.
Niño. Niño. No, what he says niño, he just say muchacho diablo. You know.
No, that would be hilarious. Um, Aloy sounds like a whore perfectly.
Okay.
Ellie, like these are really good translations. The only one that has that translation that is like top notch is Gears of War, because Gears of War has a huge Latin freaking community, and the
Of course.
translation for Gears of War is fantastic.
Good, good.
So it will be nice, but that's the thing is, it's not only making great games. Because oh, you only got to make great games with great graphics. No, it's not that simple. It's not that simple because you made a great game with great graphics, but you got the island over here of Cambodia. Or, Cambodia's not an island. I don't even know. You got an island over here of Southeast Asia
Mm-hmm.
with let's say a million people that doesn't have consoles,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and they're like looking at commercials and they're looking at PlayStation, Nintendo games, but you're missing out on this greatness of Xbox, but you don't promote it there, and that's a problem. That's an issue. So you got to expand.
I think they're gonna start really looking at that because like you said, she wants change quick. I think they want that quick change to come in. So I'm probably working with that though, to be honest.
And I understand the other thing, like, oh, well, that was Cloud was all about that. And they're like, yeah, but Yes, cloud should reach everybody, and then when you look at the what cloud offers, it doesn't reach like 90% of the countries. It only reach,
Oh
which
yeah,
is this is the hilarious part about cloud.
we
Cloud
got.
was supposed to open the barrier for people who can't buy a console or for the countries that don't get the Xboxes, right?
Mhm.
But you're only offering the cloud services to the countries that actually sell the box. So the 7 countries that sell Xbox are the ones that are getting the cloud service. The rest of us
Let
don't
me see
get it,
something.
so you're not reaching it. So it's
Let me
like,
see
what the fuck?
something.
It's ridiculous. But anyway,
Let me see something. So let me see. As of late 2025, carriers for game subscribers increased 45. Okay, let's see though. It's now available in 29 countries. Okay, they keep on expanding though. They keep on expanding. Let me go see what countries is Xbox.
yeah, well, Louis, nobody's lining up to play video games on the cloud. Stop it.
Oh, I know. I'm just looking for the info on how far they expanded because
If
I don't know.
if that would have been the case, then this new Xbox would not exist, and they were all going full for cloud. But that's
Oh,
not the
Joey, it's
case.
not. It's not gonna go full cloud. Not for a while though. It's gonna take some
I
time.
mean, for the love of Christ, I mean, look, last week we had problems with our own internet just doing this dumb stream.
Exactly. Yeah.
You want me to play the new freaking Gears E Day on that thing? Fucking crazy. I'm not.
No. It's not.
Yes, it works on the states. No, I'm not doing it.
I mean, look, I tried it in the states. I tried it, and even in the states, there was still some lag behind the cloud. Though there was still some lag. Like I said, it's not gonna be perfected. It's gonna take a long time. It's not gonna be an easy feat to get there. But if they get there, they will. If not, well, you know. But I think they will. They're actually working to get there, though.
The broke boy. Yes, they nerfed the Microsoft reward points, but guess what? At least you have it.
Yeah,
Louis, do you have it?
yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah,
You get reward points?
yeah,
Can you redeem them?
yes.
Okay, that's new for you because I had it for a while and they took it off, so I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, it's have you checked it? Have you checked it though? Because you know that for me it kind of took it for out for a while because when with reward points, what happened was I couldn't like like before I could buy games and then like it took it off and now it's back though because I bought a game with rewards though. I did the other day.
I did that last time. I bet buy a game with the reward points, but then now the reward points is not showing. It's weird.
It's weird.
But I've never depended on the reward points to buy games. So
Oh, I know that, but you know, I have right now in total reward points. I gotta see my. I think I have right now like I think because I bought a game, I had like 200,000 that I didn't use because of the situation. Like I said, you know,
yeah,
you can buy a game or nothing. You know, we're just there. I had almost
yeah,
like 200,000, and so I was like,
yeah.
okay. So
I had
now when
something
I
similar
saw,
to that.
so now like now I can like buy a game. I was like, oh, so I used it. I bought a game. I was like, oh, there you go. You know, it's nice.
Yeah,
It was,
they removed that from me. I don't know.
but you can still see your points or not.
Yeah, I can see them, but I can't do nothing with them.
Oh, but check it out. Maybe it works now. And shout out to the 70 people here on the show. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. And also hit that bell. Go for it. I mean, check it out because for me, it worked the other day. Let me go see if it still works. So,
I'm still in the mentality that I'm buying what I'm buying. I don't
oh,
care if it
no,
has.
no. Just in case, you know, check it out because it well, you know
If
what it
it's
did?
there, hopefully it's fine. But hopefully it would have been like
Because I
more.
remember what happened to me was that it was like the only way to spend reward points if I bought like Sea of Thieves gear or like simple stuff.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do the
Mhm.
Diablo thing, the
Mhm.
UNICEF thing, the Sea of
Yeah,
Thieves thing. But
that
that's it.
was that's it.
That's it.
That's how it was. And then the other day when I turned on the console, I was like, oh, you know, let me see a game. And then I said I could use my reward points. It's like, oh, okay, let me use them. Let me buy this game, and I bought it. It was nice though. Let me check
That's
again
cool.
just in case. Let me check again.
Anyway,
Yeah,
the
let's
point
check
is,
that.
my point is, Xbox has to do a lot more than just what people are pretending that it's just gonna work because it's gonna work. No, 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 no.
No.
Like
We gotta push. We gotta
you
push.
can't, you gotta push a little bit because great games is just not enough. You know why great games is not enough? Because a great game is not beating the dog shit game that is Roblox.
It may be dog shit for
You
us. So
understand? You understand?
let me go
So
see.
it's like if kids out there doesn't know your box exists, your product doesn't exist, and you're not promoting anything for them to care enough, just coming out with a great game with great graphics and blah blah blah. It's not going to be enough to break the barrier. And hopefully they understand that. If not, well, it is what it is. But they have to push more. And you can't tell me, oh, it's not possible. They did it with the 360. They were fucking everywhere. Peter Moore wasn't fucking around with the 360. He's like, nah, man, we're going in. We're going balls to the wall, boys. We're going balls to the wall. But anyway,
So I'm
any
right
more,
now looking at my
any more
this.
topics,
Hold
Louis?
on. Hold on, dude. I'm checking something out. How do you buy with reward points? Oh, I forgot.
No, that's the thing. When you were gonna buy the game, it shows you your credit card, your PayPal, whatever. But on top it says reward points, redeem reward points, and then you use the reward points. And if you have anything left in your thing, you can then use the credit card or whatever. It's not showing that option anymore to use your reward points. That's what's happening to me.
They took it off because it bought it in the
Yes,
reward points. They took it off
yes,
right
they
now.
took it off. So
Oh well. Who
oh
cares?
well, yeah, fuck. It sucks for us. Whatever.
Okay, they'll probably fix it down the road and re-add it again.
We're not the demographic. I mean, we're only 7 people anyway, so who gives a shit?
We're only five.
We're 14 people in total with DR. So
What? Oh, 14 people. Yeah, 14 people. We don't even have hash browns, so yeah. Let's say if you give you more options where you can redeem compared to what's available to console. Okay, let me go check it out on the computer. Maybe it's on the computer. Because I remember I bought it the other day on my Xbox. I remember I bought it.
hmm.
I looked at it and I was like, oh,
I mean,
this
I know I
works.
can use a VPN on the computer and
Nah,
redeem things over
they
there.
don't
But
let you use VPN anymore. They just kicked your butt out of that.
really,
hmm Xbox did
oh,
an update, a long time ago that you can't use VPN. That's why I couldn't like play games on the cloud because it did the VPN thing on the
I mean,
computer.
I did it once, and the VPN, even though it worked on the cloud, it was really choppy. It didn't work as well. But anyway, I want to propose
Yeah,
one question to the chat and you, Louis, also that we're here
ask me.
because there's a rumor out there, or people are speculating, like this whole thing of Xbox bringing back exclusives and things like that. I already said that in a perfect world, everything should be available to everybody, but unfortunately, we're not in that perfect world. So unfortunately, we do have to bring back exclusive. You know, exclusives. I'm more in the camp. It's not fair for the Xbox camp to be sharing with everybody, but nobody's sharing with you. That's my camp.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
yes, I love to be sharing everything, but it would be nice to
Mr. Din, good
get
morning. Good
things back,
afternoon.
right? Like it would be nice to like, hey, I'm giving you Halo. What are you gonna give me back? Or share. Like, here's my toy. Can I at least borrow one of yours? And they're like, Sony's like, no, this is my
Oh,
precious,
this is my
my
precious,
precious, my
my
precious, and all that
precious
shit.
game.
So it's like, okay. And then you talk to Nintendo, and Nintendo just looks at you like up and down, like, but that that smirk, that like, what the fuck you talking about, boy? I ain't give you shit. So it's kind of like one sided. The love is one sided, and that's not good love. When only one side of the person is giving you all the love, and the other one is not, that's not
hmm
healthy.
That's not
So that's
healthy, of course.
my camp on this whole thing. If Xbox want to go third party, and then PlayStation is going full third party too, and they're not blocking the PC thing, and then we're playing PlayStation games on the Magnus, and Nintendo's doing the same thing, and everybody's singing "Kumbaya." Hey, fuck it, great. Like, it would be great to play Mario Kart on a 4K 60 resolution. That would be awesome.
hmm
But that's not the world we live in. So there's a rumor out there, or at least a speculation, that in order to have console exclusives back, there might be some sacrifices in the Xbox ecosystem. More, more to be more direct, Game Pass. Well,
Mm.
would and the question is, would you sacrifice Game Pass, or how much are you willing to sacrifice Game Pass in order to have these exclusives back?
Hmm.
And my stance, just to let you talk now after that and let the chat see what they say, my stance will be, I know there's a lot of people that kill Game Pass. No, don't kill Game Pass. That's the dumbest things you can do.
Exactly. Yeah.
But if it's true, the speculation out there that Game Pass is Great for us. Let's not get it twisted. Game Pass is the most pro consumer, even though it's expensive, is the most pro consumer. Great thing that can happen to us gamers. And we should all be like, fuck Microsoft. Microsoft, you're the $1 trillion company. You can take the hit. And yes, that's a good stance to have because we're consumers. We should say fuck these mega corporations. But there's things out there saying that maybe Game Pass is actually killing Xbox from inside and it's not sustainable.
Hmm.
So would you remove the day and date on Xbox on Game Pass and make it more of like PS Plus in order to have these exclusive back, or you like fuck it, keep day and date and raise the price? So I'm
Keep day and
curious
day,
about
raise the
because
price, or hmm.
it's a really complicated question because I'm like keep day and date, but it seems like it's actually killing Xbox. It's like Call of Duty apparently can't be on Game Pass. It's too expensive to keep it there. So I don't know. And if Xbox would have 92 million consoles, this is not an issue. Let's keep it real. This is
Yeah.
not an issue. But
Hmm.
they're barely at 30. So I don't know what the solution is here.
I
So
think
what
I
do you
think
think, Louis? What do you think, Louis?
what do I think though? This is what I do though. This is what I'll do. Hmm. Because already you got that cool idea to, if they actually, go a route to say, okay, let's go ahead and because you brought in a great idea though the other day. I think it was you who brought it here on the show, if I can remember correctly. Like you said, like, let's say, Xbox, decides, get their first party games, out of the way, right? They say, okay, let me put this over here and put this over there, we just move things out of the way, right? Let's say they decide to do that. Why don't you say, okay, for ultimate subscribers, you can buy the game for 40 and the rest of the world gets to buy for 70. You got at least gotta have like a big discount.
Hold on, but you're buying the game for 40, but you're not getting a day and date?
Day and date. If let's say if they do that, because there's a lot of speculation out there saying that at Game Pass,
Because why would you buy the game for 40 if you have it already on the Game Pass?
because in order if you're subscribed to Ultimate, because Ultimate is going to keep on bringing more games. I mean, I don't know. That could be an idea if they decide to leave the day and date thing. Putting the games day and date on Game Pass though. But I don't know if you understand what I'm saying though. Like what I'm saying is, okay, let's say they leave their games out of Game Pass and just go on, and let's say they do that, because I don't know what's gonna happen. If it's true that Game Pass is killing the games and all that stuff, right? The game sales. What they should do is, if you're gonna be subscribed to Ultimate, at least give them a hefty discount for people to buy the game at 40, and then go on forward though. I mean, I don't know if you're subscribed to Game Pass Ultimate or something like that, because what keeps
Again, but again, why would you buy the game if it's on Game Pass?
but it's not going to be a Game Pass though. I'm saying if you take out
Oh,
day
so
and
you're
date from Game Pass, let's say they take day and date of Game
but,
Pass, right? They take it away though, and
okay.
they take the game day and date on Game Pass, drop it in their day and date, take it away, and you're still paying for Ultimate, right? For everything that's going in, right?
Okay,
Um,
Ultimate subscriber gets it for a discount. Okay, I got you.
yeah, exactly. That's what I mean though. Get it for a discount,
Yeah, but then
but
you still have to raise that price.
hmm, I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I think if they do that, which is not a bad idea, day and day is out, but if you subscribe to Game Pass, all the games are well. They do
Because
that already. The games are on discount from if you have Game Pass.
Oh no, I know that for the Ultimate Edition, of course. If you're like I said, if they take the day and date, like dropping the game to Game Pass, you either
No,
want to
they
pay.
do that now. If you
Oh,
have Game
I
Pass,
know. If for day early access though, for days early access, of course. But if they say they took that away, right?
no, they do that already. If you have
I
Game Pass, games are
know,
no.
I know. If you have Game Pass, I know that. But either way, though, you can wait the 3 or 4 days to play the game, though, day and date, right, when it releases. I know they do the
No, Louis, I'm talking
what?
about
I'm
games
confused
that are
now.
on Game Pass. You can buy it on a discount. They do that already. I'm not talking
Oh,
about
I
early
know.
access. I'm not talking about early access. I'm talking
No,
about
but I'm saying like I add a bigger discount to the game though. If you're gonna
okay.
leave day and day, that's what I mean though. A bigger discount than what it is though.
Chill Walker, I'm the same thing. I own every single Xbox first party game. I buy them all, even though I have Game Pass. Um, but I still buy them. I still buy them.
Yeah, because that's the thing though. Because I said if they did that though, because partly Game Pass is actually doing pretty good. Partly, I mean, we don't know. Partly it is, it's actually bringing in more users though. But the thing is, it could have brought more if they we mentioned earlier market even more. We could have bring a lot more people in there. But yeah, I mean, what really attracts the Xbox, what really makes us stick to Game Pass, especially with the price tag, is the day and date thing. That's what really actually makes us stick in there, and the games that they bring in because they bring in tons of games, which is crazy.
But the question at hand is, if Game Pass is not sustainable and is actually killing their box,
Hmm.
were you willing to sacrifice the consumer friendly? As a consumer, are you willing to sacrifice the consumer friendly option
Hmm.
to for the survival of the ecosystem, or one because they can take the hit. Like, I'm exaggerating here, right?
Yeah,
Like, you
exactly.
either
Yeah.
um, um,
But I'm thinking of something though,
or
because
for the exclusives back also. I don't know.
or maybe Joe, you know what they gotta do? They gotta market it even more to attract more users to it. That's the thing that they gotta do. They
Yeah,
gotta they
you
gotta
make
send the
more
message
boxes,
more out there.
but you got to make more boxes,
Yeah, of course you gotta make more boxes. Why
and
not? I mean,
you got to sell the boxes,
of course. But
and that
remember,
will take more. And that will take, in my opinion, will take more time to do than
hmm.
something that it
No,
just goes to the computer and
because
takes the.
remember one thing right now, because remember Project Helix got announced, right? It got announced. We saw Project Helix being announced. And they finally confirmed it's going to be a console that can and that's going to play PC games, right? We finally got that confirmed. So maybe like because if we're talking of the right now the situation, right? The right now situation. But the right now situation, no matter what they do right now with this box, it's going to be tough to get people to jump into this box. Now, the thing is, they got to focus is how do we get people to jump into the next box? That's the one we want to push out there. That's the one that you focus on. That's why they're rushing it through. So if they promote this and do it the right way, then of course we'll probably see more users on there, and probably they're going to see that it's not killing the sales or something. This happen because they're getting more users to it though. I mean, they got to do something with the next box though. They got to really push this one through.
And then the box is $1,200, and so how do you do that then?
If the box is going to be because a lot of people are saying it's going to be $1,200. I know that, but I don't know. I have a feeling it's going to be between 500 to 1,000. It's not going to be more than
Jesus,
that though. That's what I mean, I'm stuck with that as of now. I said maybe it's going to be between that though.
I think the solution is easier. Like, if game, okay,
Yeah,
because I've tried thinking about this over and over again,
yeah. It's a hard because listen when you
it's
sit
not
there
only
and say,
on the Game Pass part. It's more of how are you selling this box? One, you're not promoting the box. You got to. We know these issues.
yeah, we know the issues. Yeah,
But
the
what
issues
is going to
are right now.
what's the incentive to buy the Xbox if there's no exclusive? That's one of the biggest, like, questions
Yeah,
out there.
that's the biggest question, right?
Like
Hmm. Because Joey,
you want to play, like, as much as I don't care for Wolverine, whatever, or Horizon on these games. There's a lot of people like, yeah, I want to play that game. You gotta buy the box.
Joe, here's the thing though. The thing about this exclusive thing, even though it does help sales, though it does help push, but the main thing that actually pushes are all the games, though. It's incredible when you see it. We already talked about, like for example, bundle Call of Duty.
Wait,
They should have done that a long time ago. We should have seen Call of Duty on that box getting pushed. We should see Minecraft being pushed. We should see Fortnite since now they have a deal with Fortnite. We should see it on their box though. And with Epic, saying that yeah, we're gonna jump into the next Xbox though. I mean, this they gotta grab that and use it as marketing strategy too. I mean, there's so much they can do out there, to push the box for people to get attracted to the box. But it's like,
again, Louis, let's say it this way. Let's say they do all that,
yeah.
but they turn on their PlayStations and they're like, oh, but I can buy the games
But
here. Why would I
he,
buy
but
it
yeah,
there?
that's the point where I want to get to though. Right now, for what it seems, it seems like they're experimenting something for something that I took notice of. Like, okay, they dropped in Gears, didn't do so well. You think this next Halo is gonna do well?
No,
I don't think so either. I mean, I have a feeling that it won't do well with on PlayStation though.
I don't
If
think
they
it's gonna
do
do
that.
well on PlayStation or on Xbox,
Yeah, they're remaking this sucker. I don't think it's gonna do well though, but it's
because
gonna be interesting.
every single Halo, You think ponies are crazy? Listen to a fucking Halo fan.
Oh my goodness.
The Halo fans are just waiting to trash on this game
Woo! Always.
because a rock is not placed exactly where the rock was placed before. Because Master Chief was not sad enough like he was on this scene before. Because you didn't look at a wall when he because he wanted you to look at a wall and you decide to run through the hallway. But because you didn't look at the wall, they're gonna be pissed at people of that. It is crazy. But but again, what's the incentive to buy an Xbox if you want them to buy the Xbox?
What
If
I
you can
do,
buy,
what I do is though, and this is what they should all do. I'm talking
that's
about
what I'm trying to figure it out. Like, all right, let's
crazy.
say I'm in the camp that exclusive is really hard to bring back. I'm not saying they're not coming back, but I don't see why would they do that because as much as talk Satya just did a few days ago, it's all about the money with that motherfucker. He wants the money, 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 money.
Yeah, but here's
And
the thing though, that they
so
have.
why would you buy an Xbox? Why how would Asha make people buy an Xbox
Well, keep the
if
core, take the cores out of it. Like take for example, take all like for the Gears of War, Halos, and all those games out of it. If you're gonna make a gas game, of course, gas games have to be pretty much everywhere because that's the only way gas games can survive by getting more traction from players. We know that for
Gears
a
is a
fact.
gas game? Gears is a multiplayer gas game.
Yeah, Gears is a multiplayer game though, but the thing with Gears is though it didn't attract
Ge-
over there with PlayStation fans though.
Maybe Gears 1 didn't, but maybe E they will.
I don't think it will, Joey. I don't think it will. I don't know why. I have a feeling like it won't. It won't. Unless if they did something really big revolution that you're like, oh shit, But mm, I don't know though. I mean, hmm. Because here's what's funny though, the ones that actually do buy, I mean, we've seen this again and again and again, and we saw this right now with Capcom, right, with Resident Evil, are the PC people out there. PC gamers are buying more and more than what it was. Helldivers did the same thing too. Helldivers was bought more on Steam than on PlayStation though. We've seen that. Even though Spider-Man 2 sold more on PlayStation though, but when Spider-Man 2 came out for the PC version, it was blocked in 180 countries, so that's why it
Yeah, but,
probably
I-
didn't
but
sell.
yeah, but I'm not worried about PlayStation. Fuck
I'm not
PlayStation
worried
one.
about PlayStation either.
I'm
I'm
talking
more
about the
worried about
Xbox. I'm talking
Xbox.
about the
Yeah.
Xbox.
So that's the thing, though. The thing is, what are we going to do? Like, not us, them, because at the end of the day, it's them that have to make that decision.
Put
On
it this way. Put it this way. This happened to me like a few
because I
years
would
ago.
I would do that though. I would
Can
since
you
look,
listen?
you guys
Can
wanted
you
to
hear me?
experiment. Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, just in case because last night you didn't hear me.
Yeah, I can hear
This happened to me a few years ago.
you.
I was selling on a buddy of mine at work the Xbox. I was selling him Game Pass. I was selling him on Gears because he was always interested in Gears. He was interested in Forza, all that
What's
stuff.
I got this?
And then a few months later, Xbox then the stupid shit and promoted everything on PlayStation. And then he didn't buy the Xbox. He just bought these things on PlayStation.
I
I
got
almost had out of the seven people in Panama, it was almost two people having Xboxes. Now nothing, just me. So again, he was thinking about buying the Xbox because of Gears, because of Forza. Now he doesn't need to do that. Now you have to convince a whole bunch of
okay.
people again.
I got one for you. I got one for you because
But here's the thing. Before I finish, I'm going to finish with this.
all right, all right.
I'm trying to find somebody to tell me this is how you sell your Xbox without exclusives. So far, nobody has convinced me with a
Okay,
plan to sell
I
me an
I got
Xbox
one.
without the exclusive.
I got
Huh.
one. I got one right now. I got one. I'll tell you what was the thing that actually sold PlayStation 5s though. What was it? You actually know what it is. It's simple. We know what it is.
Childhood nostalgia, only availability,
No,
cheaper.
no. I'll tell you what it was. I'll tell you
You
what
know,
actually pushed.
and don't
I'll
come
tell you
with
what it
me
was.
with Fortnite because it's not that.
I'm not gonna go to Fortnite though. I'm not pushing with Fortnite though. I'm not gonna push with Fortnite. But real
What's so
quick
plays
though,
Louis? What's so PlayStation's most of the parts of the world is because the only thing you can buy.
all right, that of course that. But other than that though, I know what actually pushed it though. But the Narrows with the $10 super cha 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 cha. And he brings up a good point. You got to stop focusing on the box. It's not working up for Xbox or PlayStation. Yes, PlayStation has more consoles sold, but a small percentage are buying their first party exclusives, which as sad is true though. Because
Yeah,
if you look
no,
at it,
but
yeah.
here
Oh, wait,
I
wait.
understand. I understand that part, but that's
Let
not
me,
the
let
point.
me, wait,
That's
wait,
not
wait,
the point. The
wait, wait,
point
wait.
is,
I'll tell you
yes,
what's on
a small,
PlayStation though.
hold on. I know a small part is
Mm-hmm.
buying
Mm-hmm.
because of the first party exclusive, but they're still buying the box and they're still
Yep.
spending the money
Of
in the
course.
PlayStation store. That's
because
the
they
most
were,
important part.
because they already built the library on the box. But here's the thing, though: how do you attract for them to come over here, though? And Big B Money just gave you the answer: Call of Duty. If you get Call of Duty on the box, and if because we already talked about this tons of times, you got to get Call of Duty on the box. That's one.
Exclusive?
Second, exclusive content, exclusive
No, no, no.
content on Call of Duty that really does attract the people to go pick up the box. And they look for it because shit, it's like what PlayStation did. Because that's the funny thing though. What actually did help PlayStation sell was not Horizon, was not look, Joey. I mean, the truth is right there. We saw it though. We saw it. The truth is right there. And the truth tells you right away that when ABK deal happened, those guys were literally on the floor, on their knees, kissing what was her name?
So,
Lena
so,
Khan,
so you're saying,
CMA's foot, and they were kissing their
yeah,
feet
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
saying,
yeah, yeah.
"Hey,
But you're
if it goes,
saying
we're
is,
dead."
so you're saying don't bring exclusives at all. Just put Call of Duty on a
No,
bundle box.
what I'm saying is though, with the core games though, with the core games itself, bring that back on the core games, and leave the gas games out there. But with these gas games though, is that's where the advantage is because that's where the money is made right now, and everything. Fucking put exclusive content on it so people can go ahead and get the box because that's what people are playing, Joey. You look at it. You look at the top tens every single week of what people play, and it's all constant active weekly users. It's all what's it called? It's all gas games. People just sit there and play that. You play the 2Ks, you play your Call of Duties, you play your Battlefields, you play Arc Raiders, you play all this stuff. Shit, sign in content exclusive deals for a year. Get that thing on the box. Tell everybody, well, we have this on the box. We had this, and we had this game over here. We got this content exclusive, and trust me, people will go ahead and buy it because people are buying these boxes just to play these games. When it comes down to exclusives, though, in general, they sell 3, 4, 5, 6 million copies, which is not a bad thing, though. But for like, take for example, Spider-Man. Or for Spider-Man to get some cash, though, I had to sell 7.2 million copies just for
They
that.
sold 20. They sold 25. They're fine.
Which one?
Both.
Both Spider-Mans or just
Oh, I think the first one sold a whole like a lot. Spider Man is fine. Oh,
Well, Spider-Man's fine, and Spider-Man was actually the game that actually bought money to Sony, which is true. Spider-Man was the game that bought money to Sony, but then the rest of the exclusives they sold a bunch, but didn't actually bring in the money like Call of Duty did. Call of Duty is their biggest seller. That's why those guys were going nuts, thinking, "Shit, if this thing goes exclusive, PlayStation is over." I mean, Joey, what does that tell you right there? I mean, just by listening to the whole ABK thing, what it did tell you is, wait a minute, you guys were selling me for years that exclusives matter, but yet it was this one game that you guys were out there fighting with the FTC and CMA for this buy to stop because this is actually the thing that actually sells your console. So Xbox knows this. They have the perfect thing to start, weaponizing through it and getting people to be attracted. Now, have they taken advantage of this? No, they were like, well, let's kumbaya, let's send all the content out together, no more locked in. Because I was like, why though? Why don't you just do a year of content, exclusive content like they did, and try to get more people over here and do some cool stuff to tell people to jump over here, because that will get people to jump, my friend. That will, if they get like first dibs on this type of content or cool stuff that would attract them to jump into the box. Because Joey, that's what people are playing. Signing deals with 2K, signing deals with Fortnite. Since you guys have the Fortnite package right there, signing deals with them too. Get some cool content that comes to the Xbox itself, and then out there, because that's gonna attract people to come buy your box. You got to get the most popular games that are right now on the market and slap it on there and get that exclusive content, because that's what actually sells. It's not the whole exclusive thing, because listen, if you look at it, Gears of War is not as popular as as Fortnite. Gears of War is not as popular as Fortnite. Halo is popular to us. Gears is popular to us, but that's to us though. But to the rest of the world, though, how much popular is it though? Maybe we're looking at it the wrong way
It's
because it's
not
not as
popular. It's not popular because they're not promoted.
well. I mean, they can promote it all they want, Joy, but people are gonna go back and playing their Call of Duties and stuff like that, though. That's the thing, though, because that's what people actually play, Joey. That's what they play. They play all this stuff because it's simple. Just look at the history of game. Look at the history of gaming franchises. Let's say Halo franchise. Let's say sold 80 million copies. The franchise, the complete franchise. Gears of War sold 20, 30 million copies. This, but when you look at Call of Duty has sold woo wee. Fortnite, woo wee. Look at all that stuff. It goes woo. It's just so much when it comes down to the services. That's what I would look at. Focus on all these services you got the advantage on. Put exclusive content to it and let people, go ahead and jump into it though. That's what you need. That's what you need. Exclusive content more than anything. And of course, when it comes down to exclusives, have your core games like Halo, Gears, stuff like that into your box. But then the rest of the gas games, let them, of course, you got to let them have because that attracts users. At least a year later or 2 years later, like they're doing it to Xbox. That's what I would do.
I remember how PlayStation 4 had like exclusive multiplayer modes on Call of Duty,
Hmm.
and then it dropped a year later on Xbox. But then that same year, the new Call of Duty came out, so made the DLC useless on the Xbox. So it was like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Um, but that still doesn't answer the Game Pass question.
Oh, I know I would probably won't answer the Game Pass question, but I think that will actually help solve a big problem when it comes down to the box to promote the box to actually sell the box. So let me look up for something. Hold on.
Should Call of Duty stay on Game Pass?
Matt Piscatella. Should Call of Duty stay on Game Pass? I don't know. Matt Piscatella's 30th anniversary.
Should Call of Duty stay on on Game Pass? Chat.
I mean, I don't know. Anniversary, 30th anniversary PlayStation numbers. Let me see if I can find that. Hold on a second. I'm looking for something. Ah, here it is. I found it. Yes, I knew I had this somewhere. Ha ha! Here, let me show you this right now. Here we go. There's a lot of people that probably did not see this, but this is interesting though. This is what I'm saying though. They got the ammo to do this to make the box interesting. They just don't take. I don't know why, but here we go. I'm about to show it to you.
Yeah, I understand that, Louis. Believe me, I see those charts every day.
And this is the top 20 PlayStation games of all time. You see Call of Duty, one, two, three. Let me see. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11. 11 times Call of Duty. 11 times Call of Duty right there. That's pretty much half of it. Then you have
Okay.
what's up?
I understand that Call of Duty is what Call of Duty 4 and these gas games are what actually sells these boxes.
Yep, they are right now. As of right now,
But ask somebody why PlayStation is better than Xbox. Ask that question, not to people who bought the console, to a casual. I wonder what would they say.
to a casual gamer because basically, they'll tell you. I'll tell you but I'll tell you from my nephew though. I'll tell you from my nephew because we had this discussion and basically, and we talked about this several times. Is promoting the box. Is you got to promote the box.
And how
That's
do
the
you
main
promote the
problem.
box?
How do you promote the box? Well, you gotta promote the box the way I said it though. You gotta spend a ton of money, getting it out there, sending it everywhere, talking about how Call of Duty's here, getting exclusive content on it, and of course have several exclusive games, that'll attract at least the people who love to play exclusives, to jump onto it too. At least have several exclusive stuff besides the content. Because that's the thing though, Joey. Back in the day, exclusives, were a seller point. But for this generation though, it's more focused on Because what was the game? There was a game that actually pushed the Xbox Series S a lot on sales though. It did a push on it at least a little bit, and it was college football. I think it was.
Brother Grimm, thank you.
What does it say though? But exactly, brand recognition and advertising. That's what they got to do. They got to do that. And of course, in order to do that, you got to use the ammunition, like I said earlier, when it comes down to uh, the content, right? The exclusive content, like I was saying with Call of Duty and stuff like that. They got to use that ammo, which they haven't. They have to use it, Joey, because that's the most popular games. Because that's the thing, though. It all depends on popularity, though. Like for example, you see, I don't know if you noticed this, and this is a thing from PlayStation fanboys, though. They say GTA 6 is going to be marketed from PlayStation. They're going to market that thing, and they're going to give marketing rights to PlayStation, though. You see what I mean, or not? Let's say they get the marketing for Grand Theft Auto, and they put it on the box, and they start
They do
putting.
have it.
I mean, is that confirmed though that you do have it?
Want to bet $100?
I'm not gonna bet anything because it's not been confirmed yet, but they probably will. They probably will get it though. They're gonna spend a lot of money to try to get it though.
They have it.
They have it? Okay. John TJ with the $5 super. See all these things in Game Pass. Just do time exclusivity. Game Pass is not on PlayStation. Hmm. But again, without the advertiser or anything, we're not going to get anywhere, though. That's what I mean. They got to advertise that SOB out there. They got to advertise this sucker. Advertise this suckers. That's what you got to do. Just advertise. If you advertise and you put the exclusive content on there, people will jump into it. But you got to really push it. And yes, I know brand recognition is out there, so that's a tough one to fight. But Xbox has to fight that off, Joey. That's them that got to fight it off. No matter how much we talk about it, they're the ones who's got to fight it off. Which is true because we talked about this, several times last week. For the last 2 weeks, we mentioned it though. PlayStation's generation is older than Xbox. Simple as that. No, I think it's probably more for marketing than anything though. It's not better than
No,
Series.
no. PlayStation was out before Xbox, and 360 beat the fuck out of it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we know why though.
Fortnite is not older than Kratos, and Fortnite is more famous than Kratos.
Exactly. That's true. Fortnite is not older than any of these games, and it's more famous than any all of these games, though. Even Roblox, though, I don't understand, Joey. I think we're looking this in like in the wrong way. Maybe we're like stuck in the back in the day with the whole exclusive thing. I think they need more to get exclusive content than anything.
No, 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 because you can't say that because if there wasn't a reason for exclusivity at all, let's put it this way.
Uh,
Sony is pulling back on the exclusivity thing.
no, PC thing they're pulling back right now. That's what they're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. They're not putting games on Xbox. We know that.
We know that, yeah.
Nintendo
Joey, you froze, you crashed. I think Joey froze and crashed.
on Xbox.
All right, you're back. Nintendo, what now with Nintendo?
Nintendo would rather go bankrupt than put anything on anything else.
Well, Nintendo's Nintendo. You can't fight those suckers.
Here's my example:
All right, bring it.
the Steam box.
Okay, Steam Machine. Steam Machine. I like that name though. Steam Box.
We know they made. There's a rumor, and they made Half-Life 3 apparently,
Half-Life.
and they're making that multiplayer game. I think it's called Deadlock.
Wait, Half-Life 3 is coming?
Louis, this is old news.
Okay, because they said I read something, but you know me. I don't believe it till I see it anymore because it's been talked about for like 20 years and I don't see it yet.
Yeah.
So,
So the rumor is that Half-Life 3 is coming out, and they're
Yeah.
making that multiplayer game called Deadlock.
Deadlock.
Those
Right?
games are not coming outside of Steam. So even Steam is doing exclusivity.
No, I get that. I get that. Real quick, Pink Charisma with the $5 super. Does memory serve me wrong, or didn't they say that would only put COD on PlayStation for a few years when ABK went down? I think it was 10 years. They got a 10-year deal signed in though, which gives Sony a 10-year timeline to come up with something, to kick its butt out of the way though. But by the
We
time it
talk.
does,
Well, repeat that again. Sorry.
does memory serve me wrong, or didn't they say that would only put COD on PlayStation for a few years when ABK went down? They said a
Oh
10-year
yeah,
contract. Yeah, they did
yeah.
10-year contract.
Uh,
But again, but the thing is, they 10 years for Sony is like in order for them to look for that next big gas game for them to attract and get it on the box and use that to promote the box though. That gives them time for that. That's what it does though. No more than that.
huh?
No, because for example, in 10 years, let's say, because I don't know if you remember this,
So
Joey.
Sony doesn't have the marketing rights of COD anymore, so they can't promote the box with COD.
Oh, they did though.
Yeah, that was the last year they could do that before Black Ops 6.
Oh, for Black Ops 6 though, they did though.
Because
I remember there
before
was a
Black Ops
box.
6 was Cold War, if I'm not mistaken.
Let
I
me
don't
see.
remember.
PlayStation had a box with
There was
Call.
one Call of Duty they could, because that was the last year of their marketing deal with
Let me see.
PlayStation. On Black Ops 6,
There you go. See,
it
I knew
was
it.
the last one.
All right. It
But then
says
but then came Microsoft, the dumb fucks, and they allowed Sony to bundle Black Ops 7 and Black Ops 6 with the PlayStation. And
exactly. Yeah.
Xbox did not do that.
That's what I'm saying though. They should bundle that.
And
Fuck
that is
it.
the most stupid, retarded thing you can do.
Exactly. I
I
mean,
still don't understand that.
I don't know why they should have done it though, because it says right here. Just Google it up and it says yes. A PlayStation 5 bundle for Call of Duty Black Ops 6 exists, featuring a PlayStation 5 Sling
Yes.
with 1 terabyte digital voucher. That's it.
And that's the
Now,
thing that I don't understand, that even though Sony did not have the marketing rights, and they didn't, because all the marketing was for an Xbox.
because that was basically the thing. And because if they were going out there to buy this, it's not to give them the marketing rights with this thing, because they knew that Call of Duty and that the whole ABK deal. You figure that out. That Call of Duty was the seller for PlayStation. They were scared shit. I mean, they still are scared shitless. They're looking for that one, single gas game that can actually kick Call of Duty's butt all over the place, and they still have not found it though, because they were counting on Battlefield 6, but the traffic went down. It's not the same. It's going to take them years to get there, but damn.
Yeah. Anyway, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is, though. It is what it is. It's something that's crazy, though. But like I said, they got to really focus on what's popular when it comes down to the games, like what's really popular right now, and focus with the popularity. That's what they got to focus on. Focus with that Call of Duty. Get that shit bundled up, and of course, talk about that way. People get more attracted to Game Pass in order for Game Pass to grow. They got to do that. They seriously do.
Uh,
They seriously do. I mean, that's what I mean. That's the best thing I can come up with, in order for it like to keep Game Pass going and flowing. Because I don't know how many users are in total Game Pass as of now. Because the last number we saw, what was it, 25 million, 30? What's the last number we saw though?
about what?
Game Pass. What was the last number though?
There's no official number.
It's no official number. There was an official number a couple years ago that was.
Nope, never was.
No, was it said that was like 25 or something?
He said 25, and that was pandemic.
Pandemic, yeah. That was pandemic though. That was pandemic though. But yeah. Because I'm still thinking like, where are we gonna go with this? Like what can we go with this? When it comes down to Game Pass, or should we bring back some exclusive things over here? Because look, like I said, all I gotta do is focus, like get the cores over here. Okay, leave the cores alone, like the basic, Halos and stuff like that. But oh, is it 35 million? Thank you for that. Thank you for that, guys. 35. Okay.
And who said that?
Who
And
said
don't
that
use,
though?
don't run with that.
Let's see. Let me see though. Let me see
I
though.
can tell you it's not 35 million, because once that thing raised in 30,
Yeah, that thing dropped a little bit. Yeah,
that
it
thing
did.
dropped.
In past numbers, total confirmed by MS. Let's see though. Let's see what the confirmation by MS is. Oh, here it is. Yeah, the last official number confirmed by number of total Xbox subscribers announced by Microsoft is 34 million. That was the date, February 15, 2024. We're not heard
34?
34. Yeah,
That's not true. Open that article.
Let me go see though. It says here Microsoft finally provides new subscriber numbers. Microsoft service has 34 million subscribers. That's up to 25 million. Microsoft previously reported that 2 years ago, 34 figure is the first time this goes fresh. Hold on. This is from The Verge. Damn you, Verge. I hate you. Verge sucks. Even IGN wrote about it. Let's see though. 34 minutes was confirmed, but to include Xbox, MSC Game Pass Core replacement service, multiplayer Game Pass. Why did it change to Spanish? Stop changing my things to Spanish. Okay, here we go. Now I found a better article. All right. According to journalist Totilo GameFile newsletter, Xbox head Phil Spencer elaborated more on the figure, noting that it isn't simply counting players, the free trials, or the promoted deals. That's fully paid. So basically, they came out of Phil Spencer's mouth, though.
When did that happen?
That was mentioned briefly during an announcement that Diablo 4 will be the first Activision Blizzard game coming to Game Pass, with Xbox President Sarah Bond noting that now the 34 million Game Pass members can all enjoy fantastic experience of Diablo 4. Wow. When did that
She
happen, though?
said that?
Yeah.
When did she say that?
I think we did talk about that. I think I did talk about it probably a couple of years ago. I don't know.
Hey,
But
all
yeah,
right, 34 million. Fuck it.
yeah, 34 million. Yeah. There you go. Shout out to the 80 people here on the show. Please hit the like button. Please hit this. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell. Go for it. Hit it, my friends. We're almost at 2K. We're so close to 2K, man. We're so
Yeah, fuck
close.
it. They made 34. Fuck it.
34. Yeah, 34. There you go. There you go. 34.
Even though even quarter has been dropping and dropping, but all right, 34.
34 million, my friend. 34. Hey, Louis, Joey, keep COD and Game Pass. Make me all games tied to exclusivity. But the thing is, okay, but here comes Joey's point though. What can you do? How long ago was that article? That long article was
Time exclusivity to me is a problem also
this was
because sometimes
February 15, 2024.
time exclusivity also is a problem for me just for the simple fact that sometimes, and I'm not talking about the people in the states that have it better than everybody else, but there's some people in the world that in a year they still can't buy a console. It takes them more than a year to buy a console. And if they're thinking about buying an Xbox, 4 Gears, Forza, whatever, and then time exclusivity comes, and then in a year, boom, it owns on PlayStation. And then if they already own the PlayStation, they're like, oh, I was gonna buy an Xbox for this, but now I can save my money
But,
and buy it on the PlayStation.
but that's the thing though, because when you look at these charts though, Joey, it's only a couple when you look at these charts that actually do mention that, because not everyone on PlayStation is actually playing these single player games like they think they are. I mean, the majority is playing all these freaking gas games though. Now the thing is, how do we know what the percentage
Playing,
is?
but playing doesn't also mean making money. Let's keep it real.
Oh, I know that playing does not make
Because
us money.
I played hours of fucking Fortnite
So,
with my daughter, and I
so
haven't spent
let
a
me give
dime
you
on that game.
let me give you an example though. This is theory talk. This is theory talk. This is just me having theory talk. Let's say Xbox out of nowhere, Asha goes in
That's a
there,
good strategy. Drop the paywall entirely for multiplayer. That's a good strategy.
that's a good strategy. Drop the paywall. Yeah, that's a good strategy too. Um, but let's say this is me theory talk. Let's say Asha goes to Nadella and says, "Nadella, why don't you talk to Epic and let's get Epic." This is just the chat. Take this as this is not serious conversation. This is just me talking like crazy stuff. If they go out there and they say, "Okay, let me buy this Fortnite right now. Let me buy Epic. Let me get Fortnite. Let me buy everything that is down my Epic." We're gonna see PlayStation back over there on the FTC, on the
Yeah,
CMA,
but,
everybody kissing their butts.
but
Please,
Louis,
please,
but
gonna kill us.
Louis, I understand where you're going with this, but at the same time, I don't want you to imagine new shit. I want you to imagine the tools that you have right now.
Look, Sunrise says first party exclusivity is okay for me, but third party exclusivity makes me angry. I agree with that too. I mean, that's pretty annoying. They should go
And
like,
again, if you say, and if by the logic of everybody just buying a PlayStation because of COD and multiplayer, then why the fuck everybody's getting pissed of the money having third party things that are happening?
mhm.
Just let's put it this way: in no universe existing, Resident Evil will outsell any type of money Fortnite does
No,
or
no, no.
COD
That's
does.
not, no, no. That's not gonna do it. No, no, no. It's not
But
gonna.
just imagine if Resident Evil 9 would have been exclusive to PlayStation.
Hmm. I mean, if they did that though, but they know the fans have expanded everywhere.
Even though Xbox would have done more money with Call of Duty, image wise, brand wise, will be destroying Xbox not having Resident Evil 9 on their box.
Oh yeah.
So, as much as that argument of, oh, multiplayer and guest game makes more money, one tiny game being
Thank you, Donkey.
exclusive breaks the image and the brand recognition of the box, even though it makes less money. So it's not all about monies and cents. It's also about perception and image.
Oh, I know that. I know that. But that's the thing, though, Joey, and it comes back to I,
So
we
if your
mentioned this
perception
before.
of your
Mhm.
king, your number one player, your Michael Jordan, your GOAT, though the your Messiah, Master Chief is on Halo on PlayStation, image wise, is
Mhm.
taking a piss on PlayStation. Even though that game could sell zero on PlayStation and it could sell nothing on Xbox. And Call of Duty is doing all the money. Image wise, is
Hmm.
hurting Xbox. And if it's hurting Xbox, it's hurting money.
But then it comes to this, Joey, though, because that's the thing we always keep going back to.
Again,
Why?
Louis, just imagine. What you imagine this shit.
Okay.
Imagine if Resident Evil 9 was exclusive to PlayStation, Louis.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's never gonna make the COD money,
You know that.
but would you imagine the backlash that shit would have taken?
Yeah, backlash by the what three
The
five
backlash would
and
that I
the
that no
super
that
fanboys that want to go ahead and destroy Xbox.
that backlash, but no backlash also takes money out of Xbox.
Because yeah, that's the thing though, Joey. Again, we go back to this. The thing is that Xbox, and I always keep looking at this because I trust me, I've sat there and I have analyzed the situation, top to bottom. I have done everything, and the number one thing that comes to my head is marketing. That's my
Well,
number one
wait,
thing.
wait. Yeah, somebody mentioned Final Fantasy VII. Here's the thing. Yes,
Yeah.
it hurt Square Enix a little bit. Yeah, it did hurt Square Enix. It didn't make the money. But guess what? You have people right now called Maximilian Dude that he swears to his gods
Hmm.
that PlayStation will not allow the new Final Fantasy to be. He says it's going to PC, it's going to Xbox. He knows that. But
Hmm.
he swears to the gods that PlayStation will not allow that game to be day and date. And in his mind, that game should not be day and date.
Hmm. I mean, of course, it shouldn't be day and date though. It shouldn't.
Even though we pretty much know it's going to be day and date and everything.
But
In his
I'll go.
mind, is not going to be day and date. It's going to be a PlayStation exclusive, and he's telling that to people who don't know. And people are gonna be like, "Oh, I want that game. I'm gonna buy it on the PlayStation."
But
You
here's
see?
the, yeah, I see what you mean though. But that's Final
No, I
Fantasy
know. I
though.
understand. I understand. Yes, he's wrong, but he's saying the contrary. So by saying the contrary, who's gonna buy an Xbox to buy Final Fantasy? Even though there could be a crazy motherfucker out there that wants to buy an Xbox for Final Fantasy.
Oh, it's raining here. Shit.
But the perception
That's
of
so
Final
here.
Fantasy being a PlayStation exclusive is making people buy the game
But the thing,
on PlayStation
but
and
Joy,
getting
I'll go back to this though again. And basically, okay, let's say they need to get some third party time exclusivity, right? They need to bring
uh,
back the core games to exclusive, right? That's two things that can actually help the consoles. That I said that's two things that can help. But, but, if you do not pick up on what's actually popular out there, slap it on the box like you have to. You have the best weapon, and that is Call of Duty. Put the exclusive content, not one, just put it out there for 2 years. Make them pissed off. Like when every time there's a new Call of Duty coming out, that's the time where Sony gets that. Do that. Make them want to come to the box by using what's popular, what brings these kids to these consoles, and that is the exclusivity content when it comes down to these games. Because look, we already see the list, we have analyzed the list, we have looked at it, and for the last 25 years, let's say for or 30, what was it, third PlayStation 30th anniversary? Yeah, 30th anniversary. For the last 30 years, we finally figure out what actually was it that actually sold that box more than anything. You have the Grand Theft Auto, you have Call of Duty, you have Red Dead Redemption.
Yes, you make more money because of them, but the fame does not come from them.
Look, from what? Call of Duty?
Call of Duty makes more money on PlayStation. The fame of PlayStation doesn't come because of Call of Duty.
Oh, I know the place does not come because of that. Because again, we're back to it. It's called marketing, Joey. You got to
And
market
it's called shit. I gotta buy Kratos.
that. I gotta buy
We had motherfuckers crying. Remember? Do you remember that E3 when people were crying on stage because they saw Kratos?
of course, Joey, come on.
Do you remember when they showed E-Day
Hmm.
man tears on YouTube? Now imagine if those man tears was only attached to Xbox.
No, exactly. They
But
got.
no, but no, but no.
I mean,
Yes, Call of Duty makes them more money,
no.
but the man tears and the feelings and the want to buy a box, it's not attached to Call of Duty.
Yeah, but Joey,
It's
again,
other
I'll,
games.
I'll go. I'll look at this. I'll tell you this much. How many millions of people do you think actually have man tiers for these games in general? How many millions do you think
I'll,
it is?
I'll make the math for how many games they've sold in total.
How many games is sold in total? But wait, because here's the thing though. You have 92 million consoles out there. How much they
No,
cost
no, no,
them?
no, no.
But
How many games PlayStation exclusives have sold?
sold in total? Okay, let's go see though. Let's see if we can whip this out from Google. How many? I mean, let's go look at PlayStation 5 because if I look at PlayStation in general, it's gonna be whoosh. How
No, I'm
many?
not saying make Call of Duty exclusive. No, Call of Duty can stay multiplayer.
No, you cannot make Call of Duty, exclusive. That would be insane though. That'd be a big loss of money. That would be a big hit, my friends. No.
Because here's another thing that you don't not realize. Yes, Call of Duty makes a lot of money, but you know what? What do you know? What also Call of Duty produces? A lot of people saying, "Oh, another Call of Duty."
Oh, that too. Yeah, of course. I mean, that's
But
always
when
gonna
they,
happen.
but then you got Avengers, fucking Doomsday coming along, and you have Deadpool with Wolverine coming along, and then you see a Wolverine game. Even
We
though I
don't
don't
have.
care
We don't,
for it,
it's not summing it up though. I gotta have to sit there and do the math by myself. Then it's gonna be a
so
long
God of
day.
War, the first 2018, how many sold? Like what? 22.
God of War.
Ragnarok sold like 15. So that's 37.
Nah, I had 37. All right, 37 million. Okay.
37 is a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah, but you gotta add that probably the God of War that bought the 17 million were the same ones of God of War back in the
Yeah, so cut it in half.
uh,
20.
say cut in half. Let's see attracting new players though.
That's 20 million people.
Yeah, that's 20 million people. What in God of War 2018 sold 23 million copies across PlayStation 4 and PC as of late 2022. That was the last number they put out there. 23 million total.
So let's say 20 million people wanted God of War.
Mm-hmm.
Out of those 20 million, maybe 5 or 10, 7. Let's give him 7.
Mm-hmm.
7 million people. 7 million people didn't have a PlayStation and they bought a PlayStation because of that God of War.
Let's see, Ragnarok as a total is 15 million people across PS4, PS5. That's probably part of the 22 million that bought it. 24 million, I think.
How many of those people never had a PlayStation and wanted God of War?
How many people has?
One, two, maybe. Guess what? That's 1, 2 PlayStation. Xbox is not selling.
But but here come now. Now comes the term of conversation though,
My
because
point is, Louis,
What?
got as much as Call of Duty makes money.
Uh,
Call of Duty is not the entirety of. It's not one to one these consoles.
but Joey, here's the thing though. Maybe the
Let
percent.
me let me repeat again.
Okay, I'll get because
The
this
one
is
the
a debate
one
though.
hundred percent of consoles do not play Call of Duty.
Oh, no, I'm not saying it does that. No, 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 no. But it's a
So
big.
you do have to offer something outside of Call of Duty to sell your
Oh,
fucking.
I know. That's what I'm saying though. I already give you my idea though. Like I said, you should bring your core games in. Your gas games have to be able, but with your gas games though, have exclusive content for your box and just have it for your box at least 1 or 2 years before the other one gets it. That's what you got to do when it comes down to it. And trust me, that's going to attract more people.
I say
Comes to
don't
the
give it
box.
to anybody. Like, don't give it to nobody.
But the gas games though, gas. We're talking about
No gas
gas.
game. No
Yeah,
gas games.
no, that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying though. No, no, I'm saying pull back on the core, right? Pull back the core in. Gas games goes everywhere, but have on your
you're
gas games exclusive content though.
yes. Do the PlayStation strategy. That's what you have to
Exactly.
do.
Have that's what I'm saying though. That's it. And I
And
do that, and
as
not only
much
that,
as much as it pains me, and we had this conversation privately, Louis.
yeah,
Whether you want to believe us or not, and I hate to say this, Game Pass is killing a little bit of Xbox. It
probably
saved
is.
the Xbox, but now it's killing it.
Probably is. But Joey, if they stick to this, it's
And Game Pass has to be gutted, and it's going to be gutted. I think they're gonna start by not putting Call of Duty on that thing.
hmm,
And if Fable doesn't sell as much as he want them to, and if Gears E Day doesn't sell as much as they want them to, Day and Day is not coming back to Game Pass. So I think this year is gonna be a test. They're gonna see how much Gears sells. They're gonna see how much Fable sells and Forza sells because those games are going day and day on Game Pass. If they don't do the numbers of the money they want them to do,
yeah.
2027, forget about day and date. Forget about day and date.
Boo, they're saying
And
boo.
those games are going to PlayStation, by the way. So in order to day and date to make sense, those games on Xbox have to sell at least 10 to
Hmm.
50 to 20 million copies on PlayStation alone
Hmm.
in order to Game Pass to be sustainable. This is not
Okay.
me telling you this.
Uh,
This is Amy Hood telling you this.
yeah. But
Because as,
let's see.
because
Let's see.
here's the thing that people are not realizing. Asha said all the right things. You got Satya saying all the right things. You got everybody saying the right things. You know
Mhm.
what the one
That's a little
word
bit
they
more.
haven't said yet?
Game Pass.
They haven't mentioned Game Pass not once.
Nah, I mean, at least we know.
Have you seen what the photos of GDC?
Joey,
Have you seen the word Game Pass anywhere there?
let me go see though. Let me check. I'll check the schedule again. Hold on, I have it right here. Let me check down the
I'm not
schedule.
pony body. I'm just preventing the what could come.
The
And
what?
there and what could come. And there Asha's gonna do things that we're not gonna like. That's gonna happen. And I'm afraid
Always do that.
whoever's gonna take the hit, it's going to be Game Pass. Game Pass is going to take the hit. And if you say that will kill the brand, probably it could hurt the brand. But if you tell everybody, hey, you can only get Gears of War over here, I think more fans will rally behind that, and the media will rally behind that more than games on Game Pass. So I don't know what the solution is because Game Pass is the best thing that could ever happen to us as a consumer. Yes,
Oof, so good.
But for Microsoft, I don't think it's good for them anymore. I don't think it's good for them anymore. So I'm just saying, prepare for the worst, and I think Game Pass is gonna take a hit. Whether it's going, maybe they still do the day and date, but the price is going up. Price is going up. $45. Would you pay for Game Pass for $45?
Hmm. Depends on what they deliver, though. For me to say I'm paying 45, though, shit.
And yes, brother Green, maybe I'm overthinking it, but I have to overthink things because I don't know what they're gonna do. I can't think
Let
that
me
everything's gonna be perfect.
see. The lawyers. I'm still looking at the program here.
Louis,
What's
There's
up?
nothing about Game Pass.
Huh? Let's see though. If you're gonna one day, or let's see what it says here.
Asha's already have what, 3 interviews? Zero word about Game Pass. Zero word about Game Pass.
Well, I mean, it's the beginning of things though. But she did say the plan is the plan until it's not the plan though. So we have to wait to see what's gonna cook though. I have to wait and
Louis,
see.
we talk behind the scenes.
I know we talk behind the scenes. I know we do, but
Hey,
no.
you know what I know, and you know what I know what you
Mhm.
know, and we all know that Game Pass is not in the conversation. You just
Well,
believe less,
probably,
more or
probably
less. You just believe more or less.
because here's the thing though, and the chat brings a good point right here. They bring a good point.
No, I'm not
Um,
in favor of that though. I'm not in favor of anything.
oh no no no
For
no no.
me, take
See,
every
everything
exclusive
is
off of PlayStation, lower the price of Game Pass, and leave day and date. That's to me.
exactly
Do
that's
that.
a for us do that 100% though. But business wise though, look, this is what I think though. Because right now, our main focus, and I always say this, they got to focus on one thing in order for. Because look, I'm just looking at things. How can we make things work? That's the thing I'm focused on. How can we make it work? How can we go out there and kick media's butt with all this negative talks? What is it you got to do? The number one thing we got to do is start marketing, right? Start with number one marketing. Two,
You know what I'll
go
do
with go with
with the marketing thing. You know what I'll do?
what you do, what you do, what you
I'll
do. What you
build a team. I'll build a team that is solely specifically made to fast check
do.
the media.
To
Me
fact,
like
yeah,
to
that's what I would do.
cross
Yeah, that's
cross check it real quick, like and create an official Xbox account
yeah,
called Xbox, and
yeah.
in the bottom the facts team
Yeah, they
or
literally
whatever.
said that. That was the thing, though. They
And
literally
every
said
time the media says some dumb shit, they tweet out. That's a lie.
exactly. That's a lie. Exactly. Like they did the other day. 2 days later, they fucking shut down a thing about blank check. So that was pretty. I was like, whoa, that was like,
Do a
what the
facts
hell?
check
You know,
team.
in fact, exactly. That's what you got to do. You got to really market this thing in order for all this to work, though. I mean, that's what you got to do. You got to market this thing. You got to get this thing up in order. You got to get people jumping into the service, so that way, if the situation comes down to it, which I seriously, if they do get into that situation,
Wait, hold on, hold on,
it's
hold on,
gonna be a
hold on,
tough seller though.
hold on. Somebody, Joey needs to stop. Needs to not pony so hard, bro. To me, PlayStation can die tomorrow, and I'll laugh. Come on, man. I
Oh,
really don't care for PlayStation. I'm more worried about Xbox. I really don't care what PlayStation does. This whole thing, me being a pony, for the love of God.
it's not. This is a what if situation, chat. It's not. We're not saying it's gonna happen or not. It's a what if. Because right now, trust me, everything is being studied right now. Everything is being
Yeah,
studied.
yes.
Everything is being studied. I mean, I should even said it. The plan is the plan until it's not the plan. So we do not know what actually we don't know what actually the plan is at the end of the day. We just gotta wait and see. If they're gonna do some changes in Game Pass, they're gonna price hike, or they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. We do not know, chap. We're gonna have to wait and see what's gonna happen
They're
though.
gonna they're gonna be like, fuck it. There's no plan. We're going fuck it. We're doing it live.
We're
Whatever
doing it
happens,
live.
happens.
Yeah, it happens. Let's go. Let's go kick some ass out there. But the thing is, but in order to kick ass, though, Joey, this is the number one thing. We're talking about like what is right here, but without
Curry,
marketing,
Curry
they don't have
Cosmo, I
shit.
understand what you're saying. Like upgrade to Ultimate, get a few perks for a month. But here's the thing: Canada, United States, and UK gets these perks. Everybody else, fuck you. I'm getting price increases for nothing. I don't get cloud. I don't get perks.
No, no,
I
no.
don't
Wait a
get.
minute.
I
I,
don't
I
get.
got
I don't.
I got Fortnite though. Hey,
No, but that's a tat. No, that's not a perk. Remember the perks when you press on the perk thing, you redeem the perks. That has
yeah.
nothing to do with that.
Yeah, we,
That's
we
a
only like for example us we're literally using like pretty much like 80% of what Game Pass is. The other 20% we're
eighty
not
percent.
using. I think
Shit,
it's
I'm not
80
even
though.
getting.
No, when it comes to the games though, we're getting games day and day. We're getting like all those cool perks that the discounts we're getting it. Like literally that's 80%. That the rest is cloud and all the other stuff. We're not getting shit. That's the truth. We're not getting it yet. I mean they're working on it, but we're not getting it yet. Ugh, get it over here.
Yeah, I do get the Fortnite thing. So again, The whole thing, like, oh, Fortnite makes the money. I haven't spent a dime on Fortnite. I wonder how many people out there actually are like that.
What,
Like,
spend
there
money
must
on
be a lot of
Fortnite?
people. There must be a
Ooh,
lot of people also out there
ooh, I'm
that
one of
have
them.
played Fortnite for years and barely has spent $10.
$10? Ooh, for some more.
No, I'm talking about some. There's some people that don't spend a dime on it. I haven't spent a dime on it.
Ooh,
I put it
maybe.
this way: my cousin Jason, he only plays this freaking Call of Duty Warzone. Ask him how much he spent on that.
Hmm? Call of
He's
Duty
like, "Why
War.
would I spend money on that? That shit is free." That's what he says.
Of course, a lot of people. Kind of funny though.
There's a
Wait,
lot of people like that, bro.
hold on a second. Where does he play
There's a
though?
lot of people
Where,
like that,
where
bro.
does he play? Where does he play at? Where does he play at?
PlayStation 4.
Oh, oh, oh! I
But you know
love
why?
it.
You play some
I
PlayStation 4?
love it. I don't care why, but I love it. How
I'll
they
tell you
can.
why. No,
I,
I'll
I,
tell you why.
I love it how they complain
I'll tell you
about free stuff.
why.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll tell you why he plays in PlayStation 4.
Why?
Because of Spider-Man.
Yeah, but that's the only game they
A
actually somebody
PlayStation
to play.
exclusive. So shut it, Louis. So shut it, Louis.
No, no, no. That game is not exclusive. It's third party though.
No, because I was there when he bought it home. He called me like,
Oh, I
Louis, I
know, I
bought
know,
it.
I know, I know. He bought it for that one
You know
game. Okay,
why? He asked me, hey, ¿dónde puedo comprar el Spider-Man? Yo dije, ¿cómo así? I'm
okay.
saying it in Spanish because this
No
is his
worries.
words. ¿Dónde puedo comprar el
We're gonna
Spider-Man?
get Blade. It's gonna be console exclusive. Then he might jump into
No,
Blade though.
I fucking hope so. I fucking
So,
hope
so,
Blade is an exclusive,
so
bro.
I do too though. Shit, that would be fucking
I
wicked.
fucking hope so. That's how you sell your next box. You show a badass nightclub bloody scene with Blade, and you say only on fucking
Yeah,
Xbox,
yeah.
whatever the name is gonna be, Helix or the fucking Black Dick, whatever you want to call it. I don't care.
Yeah, but Donnie B, you get day and date
Yes,
XP
Spider Man
Studios.
was a
That's that's eighty
PS4
percent.
game. PS5 was a PS4 game. I'm talking about years ago. This is not. This is not new.
Because okay, you see, Donnie B says you get day and date XPG Studios, but that's ABK, EA, and all that stuff. Yeah, like I said though, but that's like literally 80% for us. The other 20% is like the cloud gaming or something like that. We don't get that advantage. So I wish I had it. Because to be honest though, I mean sometimes I'm at the office and I got some downtime. I'm like, yeah, let me play, a little bit over here. I wish I had it though, my friend. I wish I did. It would be fucking amazing if I had it though. It would have been fucking amazing if I had cloud because I would love to to play games in the office or to check something out. Like for example, a game comes out, right? Something that's so cool about cloud is that a game comes out. I'm like, okay, this game came out. Let me try it out. I don't have to install it, but I basically have to install my games in order to try it out instead of it takes
I
too much
have
for cloud.
I have patience. I can install the game. I got no problem.
I know, but I'm just saying, I'm using that as an example. It would be nice, if we could just try it out on the cloud and that's it, and just not install it. But that's an advantage though. Like I said, we only got 80% though. We only got 80%. But I do love the service, my friend. I do, I do, I do. I do love the service. And yes, Helix is growing on you a ton.
I
Oh,
I mean, just imagine though. Like, listen,
I'm ready
motherfuckers,
for that. I'm ready for that.
listen, motherfuckers, listen.
Hmm.
Just imagine if the new Magnus or Helix, whatever the name of the box is called,
Hmm.
and your launch lineup for that box is an exclusive Elder Scrolls game,
Ooh.
Blade game,
Ooh. That would cause a commotion right there.
and you promote the best and way to play GTA 6.
Yep. Because that's another one though. Shit. I think
And
that's
you promote you do this petty tagline like ray tracing. What's that? We got path tracing. Makes fun of the pisser.
a pisser.
What's pisser when you have path tracing?
That's
Fuck it.
pisser.
Go back to the old ways. Like I think in Iron Lords, somebody said it like make Crash Bandicoot, the guy dressed in Crash Bandicoot,
Go to
and go
PlayStation, right?
and instead to go to PlayStation and make fun of them.
Yeah, I said that before. Be right back. Oh, not Chad. Be right back.
I'm just saying, Lou. Like, just imagine you're telling me nobody's gonna buy the new Xbox if they can't play those games on the PlayStation. Probably they should. I don't know. I'm conflicted about this whole situation, guys. To be honest. because I don't want Game Pass to go away. I love Game Pass, but I don't think it's fair for people for Xbox players to be like shafted by everybody else, even though the Xbox has been the most consumer friendly and friendly with every other company out there. Like they're giving games to PlayStation, they're giving games to Steam, they're giving games to Nintendo, and all those three are just doing like fuck you. I don't think that's fair. And yes, I do believe in a kumbaya world where everybody should play everything and just choose the box that you want to play in. But it's not the world we live in. Sony, I still believe that Sony will stab Xbox in the neck while Nintendo will kick them in the balls. That's what they do. They want them out. Nintendo, if it could kill PlayStation, they will do it. If Sony could kill Nintendo, they will do it. If if Nintendo could kill Xbox, they'll do it. If PlayStation want to kill Xbox, they'll do it. If Xbox wants to kill Nintendo and PlayStation, they won't do it.
What was I though? I lost my train of thought here.
What I'm trying to say is like I'm conflicted by the whole situation because I want Game Pass to stay. I don't want it to go up in price, but I
Ooh.
do see unpopular opinions and decisions just to bring back the box a little bit perception wise. Because
Mm.
as much as we love Game Pass and we know how great it is, the media has trashed Game Pass since it came out. Is it sustainable? Is it sustainable? Is it profitable? Is it profitable? Is it sustainable? They've been doing that shit since Game Pass
Hmm.
has freaking launched with the day and date. Louis, don't Google it because you fucking know it's true.
Hmm.
How many times have Phil has to go on fucking interviews and say the same thing? Is Game Pass profitable, sustainable? And Phil like, oh my god, it is, and they still
Yeah,
don't
that,
believe.
again, it comes to the
So
point though.
perception
That
wise,
is
there's two problems with the perception wise of Game Pass. One, a lot of people don't know it exists,
that's because of marketing, like I say.
and two, the people who knows that exists, the media has them blinded with, oh, that shit probably sucks.
It's so ass backwards to get rid of Game Pass. I wouldn't get. Let me see. So it's ass backwards to get rid of Game Pass makes no sense. But look, listen, chat. Let me tell you guys something. This is just a what if situation. This is not. Don't take this to heart, chat. This is a what if situation. Oh, if what if. Don't take this to heart. At the end of the day,
If
if it's a what if, chat. It's a what if. It's
I
not.
snap my fingers,
We're not gonna stick to that because we have not seen it happen. Because like I always say though, we always wait for companies to come out and confirm stuff and go out there and talk things. And right now,
Kuri Cosmo, I know what you're saying. Microsoft is, as a company, is too big to for these tribal takes. Guess what Satya said yesterday in the interview? You have the interview right there. He
uh-oh.
said, "I see Twitter, I see the passion," and
He's looking at it.
so as much of the tribal takes is like ridiculous, and I agree, it's absolutely ridiculous. Well, guess what? They are reading it, and
Wait
they're
a
like,
minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me tell you something. Hold on a second. Hold on.
"What if we dream a positive scenario? Let's dream a positive scenario."
All right, wait,
Let's
wait
go.
a minute. I got a question right here. This is Game Pass is a sabotage. Hold up a minute. Hold up a minute. If you were to have it on your box, you would be super happy if you had it on your box. Because that's the thing, though. I love how people say all this stuff. But look, even Joey said something earlier about his cousin. Why do I pay for this shit if it's free? Oh, free stuff, huh? Why do people like get so hung up with this stuff? What do you think? What do you think Plus does? PlayStation Plus, they drop a game a year later, right? They drop a game a year later, you get it for free, right? Not free because you got to pay for the service, but you get it in there. You download it, you pay for it, but yeah, it's there. You play it, you're done. You don't have to buy it because you finished it. You buy it if you want, if it's on a sale, because that's what basically a bunch, and I do be a bunch of gamers are doing right now. It's hard to sell a game day one these days compared to how it was back in the day. That's why the strategy has been switched a little bit. And how is Game Pass and Cyber? Just hell no. Game Pass, we always say this. If we were kids, we had Game Pass. Oh shit. As kids? Holy moly. I mean, we don't know what we'd be doing right now. Oh, I mean, as kids,
Cody
back,
Cosmo, I don't I don't think the regulars are gonna do anything.
uh, push. No, I don't think the listen. And if the
You know why?
regulators, and
Because
if the regulators
first of all,
do
it's
know
not the same
something,
team. It's not the same
same team.
team. It's
That's
not the.
one.
That's
Yeah,
one. Two.
exactly.
We live in a Trump world
That's okay. Two, two.
where certain companies are going to be 100% more
Mhm.
beneficial than anything else.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I don't think. Look, let's put it this way:
Yeah.
Nintendo right now, a Japanese company, is suing the U.S. government
For the tariffs.
for the tariffs.
Yep.
I'm not saying Trump is going to get involved with that. He doesn't give a
Yep.
fuck about that. However,
Whatever.
maybe he will hear that. Like, what the fuck? How dare they sue
Mm-hmm.
us?
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine if Microsoft wants to come out, an American company wants to do some shit, and the regulators go,
Exactly.
"Oh, let's protect the Japanese company," and the America first man, that is the president, is gonna allow that. Dude, look what happened to fucking Paramount.
The
Netflix
thing.
was gonna buy
The
that, and
thing.
then the guy was called to the White House. 24 hours later, Paramount bought fucking WB.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I don't
But
know.
but here's the thing though, and let me tackle one last thing. And you guys keep forgetting what is really is hurting games right now. What really hurts the game selling day
The
one.
media.
It's the media. That's one, and two. It's all these services games because people are too focused on these services. I have talked to people out there that I've even sat down and talked to them because I remember one day I was in the Harley Club. This is one, and then I'm gonna add you. I'm gonna add, I know five people that actually do this. Five, and I know two or three that buy the console to play these games. But again, I can even let me just add it up to six or seven. Right? Let me just say that. So I remember one day when I was in the Harley Club, someone came in. We were talking like we're just having a random conversation, having a beer, and he brought up the conversation. Well, I have a PS5. I'm like, okay, what do you play? I play Grand Theft Auto. I'm like, okay. Do you play? Why don't you? Have you ever played this game? It's like, nah. I just don't care anymore for story games. I'm like, why? I just because I come home late. I don't have the time. So what I do is I go hang out with my friends. We have fun. We do the bicycle races. We do all this stuff like the modding that's going on there. That's what they do. They play these bicycle races or do heists or make the business grow. To get more cash, to buy more apartments, to buy pretty much everything that's on GTA. That's what he only does. Then I have another friend who has a PS5. You know what? All he plays is FIFA. My nephew got a PS5. He goes, yeah, it's got the games. Okay, what are the games you're gonna play? He mentioned like Spider-Man or something. That's it. But after that, though, all he plays is FIFA, and all he's getting is the FC Club. And I was like, wait, why don't you play the first Spider-Man? I don't care. I played it. I didn't like it. I just like FIFA. I'm like, really? Where do you play though? No, I play more on the tablet. Why? Because the tablet has more games. I'm like, oh, but then when did you get a PlayStation? I thought PlayStation had games, but for me it didn't because you got to buy them and all that stuff. But on the tablet, I got a whole bunch of free games. I'm like, oh, really? Okay,
And-
that's
But guess
that's the
what?
general
Yeah,
discussion. This is a
But,
7-year-old kid
but,
though.
but guess what, Louis?
What's what? Guess what? What now?
PlayStation still got what, $700 out of him?
Nah, I don't know.
The
I don't think it was that
console
much. No, it wasn't. It
and
wasn't the pro. It was a regular one. It was a regular one.
500 for the regular one and two
Hmm.
games for $60.
That's it. Nothing else. You're not getting anything else from him.
So, well, they still got $600 out of him. How much did
Well,
Xbox get out of that? Zero.
I mean, he's playing. He is playing Call of Duty though, so he's getting a bunch of cash. So
Is he? But is he paying that?
he's not paying shit. You know how it is. These kids don't pay for
So
shit.
Xbox
Yeah,
is getting
the service games are
so Xbox
savage.
is getting the hours,
Let
but
me
it's not
see.
getting the money.
There you
Sony's
go.
not getting the hours, but it's
Cody
getting the
Cosmo
money.
says something. The service games are savage. Agreed. Genshin Impact monopolizes my gaming time too much. It is what it is. And that's the thing, though. When you do talk, and the more you talk, and you go out there and talk to people, right? And you ask them, okay, what are you playing? Okay, what did you buy? What did you buy this for? Well, I just bought it for this game. I'm like, okay, what? Come on, like seriously, that's it. They're just
So
playing. They're just playing one game, though.
let's be positive, Lou. Let's be positive. A lot of doom and gloom.
Oh, no, yeah, there's a lot of doom and gloom. Yeah, I do.
Well, we're not even talking doom and gloom. We're just talking about the prospect of how will we bring back Xbox to be able to buy the box?
You
But
know, but here, how do
it's
you bring it back, Joey?
it's a hard conversation because if you listen to every podcast out
Yeah,
there, everybody has their different way to how would they
yeah,
bring big Xbox back, and at the end of the day, this decision was going to be by Asha and her team.
yeah.
It's going to be complicated. I don't even know how will they even do that. Uh, to me,
It's complicated.
take
Yeah.
take exclusives off of PlayStation, lower the price of Game Pass, keep the day and dates, lower the price of
Same.
the consoles, promote it more, give free giveaways, get people using the box, make
Content exclusivity more important when
fuck.
it comes to
I'll
the
be even more aggressive than that.
yeah,
1 year exclusivity for every Call of Duty. That means when the new Call of Duty comes out, you get the old one, and we still get the new one, and
exactly.
we keep the ball rolling. That's what I'll do,
That's what I'll do. Well, let's see
right?
though.
Bundle more games with the box. Like,
Exactly.
why did Doom the Dark Ages didn't have a bundle? I will never understand. Why would
Yeah, because
fucking
you want
why
to
there's
see something. This is weird. Let me show you something though. Let me show you something
yeah,
cool I saw the other day.
why doesn't Minecraft, the biggest game of the world, one of the biggest games of the world, doesn't have bundles with Xbox? I
Look at
will
this
never
thing.
understand that. But that's neither here and there. Bring back the custom the special edition consoles. I mean, they did it with SpongeBob, and that thing sold out in hours.
This is the box I'm getting for PC. You want to see it, Joey?
Yeah.
Let me show it to you. This I saw this. I was like, why didn't this happen though? Because hell, if I had a box like this, I would have sold this shit. I would have bought up this box. I'm not kidding you. I would have said, no, 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 no. I'm tired of this. Let me go get this box though. This is what I mean though. Let me show. Look at this baby right here. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can bring it up. Look at that. Look at that.
That's a PC.
That's a PC. Look at that. Huh.
I wonder how many people actually bought that though.
It's sold out.
Never mind. Anyway,
It's sold out. That's listen, I saw this when I was in Micro Center. I said, I need to get this. I need to get this. This is gonna be my next PC case. That's gonna be my next PC case, no matter what. It is. It is. But
I think all my questions, all the things that I think I perplexes me when Xbox has done, I think Asha is gonna address that. Like, there's no reason not to bring back the
yeah.
custom consoles. I mean, imagine Gears of War has had a custom
Oh,
console
oh, that's see.
available to the public to buy, special
Oh,
edition console available to the public to buy every time a Gears of War game has come out. A new one. I'm not talking about the remasters.
yeah, yeah. That was so
You
cool.
can
Those consoles.
imagine if E Day comes out
Yep.
and they do a special edition console, but you can only get it on a fucking raffle. You know how stupid that would be?
Yeah, I mean, I hate the whole raffle thing. That's so annoying.
Oh, but you can buy the controller. Like, the
No,
controller's cool
you did
now.
not. You could not even buy the Deadpool control. I wanted that Deadpool console too. I wanted that one. I was ready to go ahead and purchase. I wanted those Deadpool booty controllers. I was like, yeah, but no, no, no.
It's like, why would you not do those
Pause.
things?
I know
Like,
pause, but it was cool though.
so hopefully, all the things that makes me like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Hopefully, Asha is gonna look at at the plan. Is like, but hold on, why did you do that? But why
Exactly.
did you do that? But hold on, and she's looking at the other side of the pond. She's like, but hold on, they are doing it. Why is it working for them and not for us? Because I
What?
can
What?
guarantee she's
What?
comparing.
Wrong?
I can guarantee she's comparing her to every business plan in the fucking planet. She's comparing the
But
PlayStation
Joey,
business plan, the
she,
Nintendo business plan, the Ouya business plan. She's comparing everybody. She's like, hold on, but why didn't it work for us? Of course, Phil's gonna be there, and Sarah's gonna be there because they're in a consultant thing right now. But she's gonna ask them, why didn't you guys do this? Well, because of this, this, and that. All right, but why didn't you do
no,
this?
Cobra. No, Cobra. Nobody said if Xbox new cards don't sell out this time, they won't be making no more. That's what they said. No, Cobra. The people are out there.
Actually, yes. Actually, yes.
Did Microsoft say that though
I
themselves?
actually, no, no, they didn't say that, but I actually believe this is the last console.
Yeah, probably so. I mean, when it comes down to console,
I
probably it is
mean,
going to be the last
not
console.
only that, because we have the the RAM crisis,
Yeah.
we have technology
Oh,
advancing for less hardware. You have evil corporations not wanting you to sell hardware, but they want to rent hardware via streaming and cloud and servers. We have the advent of the danger of World War III. Because if there's a third war, believe me, everything is gonna be stopped. Like shipments, entertainment, all that shit is going to fuck.
Oh,
So we don't know what's gonna happen until 2030. We don't know if somebody invents a new technology. Maybe AI is like, oh, we can produce images in the air and be your video game. I don't know.
we don't know. We don't know.
I
We have
am
long
honestly,
ways away to know the
and this is just
truth.
me. I feel like I'm retiring with this Xbox.
You
Yeah,
return
I'm
from
being
it.
serious. I think
Oh
this Xbox is
no.
going to be really high priced. I'm still going to try to buy me my ROG and buy me the new Helix. And after that, I think I'm good.
Yep.
I'm good. I
Hmm.
think I'm going to other pastures. I'm not going to buy a PlayStation, even though they come with Wolverine
Joey's
17.
gonna Joey's gonna go out there and start working on his farm that he's gonna move out.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, that's so funny though. That is so funny. Joey wants to live out there, but once Joey figures out how tough it is to have animals, he's gonna come back to gaming, my friends. I'm
Wait,
telling
you
you.
think I haven't had animals before?
Oh man, having cows, chickens, and all that stuff is the biggest headache in
Dude,
the world.
I have familiar with a lot of fincas, bro.
I know I have that too, but I know the headaches behind it. I know the headaches behind it.
I wasn't. I mean, I know, I know. Yeah, it's. I know. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's gonna be like fucking Animal Crossing, like or fucking Stardew Valley. No, I'm just saying
No,
like
no, no.
I want to live a more peaceful life in the country. To be honest,
No, of course, it's life. The country's more peaceful. No traffic, nothing. Just grab your car and head out to the woods. Grab a shotgun, hunt for
Freddy
food.
Fox. I'm not saying it worked for Square Enix. It worked for Sony.
Yeah, Sony was the only one who took more advantage than anything when it came
Yeah,
down to it.
Sony got all the advantage of Final Fantasy.
They did. That's
Square
why.
Enix did.
That's why Square said, "F you, we're done with your butts. Get out." Yeah, that's what they said though. But chat, listen up. The crazy one and Joey gotta go. Chat, I got things I gotta do. Shit, we went over 3 hours, 3.5 hours. I was gonna do like a
Nice,
two and a.
we started earlier. When I
Yeah,
started earlier.
yeah.
And we still end up the same doing the same exact time. What the fuck?
Exactly. Oh, the same exact time was at one though. Usually one something though. But chat, before we go, tell us what you've all been playing, my friends. What you've all been playing. What you've all been playing.
I'll tell you, I'm not playing Resident Evil 9 because unfortunately I haven't had the time.
And at the time, I am playing Resident Evil 9, Joey. I'm playing it, and I'm already halfway through the game.
I am playing it next week because I have a few days off, but I
Nice.
can't right now.
You-
I mean, I could have been playing it right now, but I'm
But
doing the
to be
podcast with
honest,
you.
though, Joey, if you sit there and you play this game, you're gonna. If you like sit there all day and play it, you'll finish it. It's a 1 day game. It's a 1 day game, though.
Resident Evil has never been a 30-hour game. I mean, I can beat 8 in like 3 hours.
Yeah. So party faster. Party faster.
I beat one, not one, Resident Evil 2 in 2:45. Of course, you got to have the infinity ammo, all that stuff, but you unlock it after you beat it a bunch of times. Uh, Fucking Resident Evil 3 is I beat it that shit really quick.
Resident Evil
I
3.
think the one that it takes the longest to beat is Resident Evil 4,
Let me go grab my Discord, my
and
friends.
that's still like 5 hours.
So is Resident Evil 4 the longest one?
Yeah, yeah, I think it's the longest one because you can't. It's not like there's chapters you got to jump here and there. I don't know. I
Yeah.
feel like it's the longest one. But at the end of the day, for a horror game, it's
Speaking of
perfect.
Resident Evil 9, is there a reason why all they have is long blonde hair? Because blonde.
I don't want to know. I've been avoiding everything. I don't know nothing.
Oh, you don't know nothing? Oh, don't worry. Wait till you meet Boobaloo. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Oh God, and you do it again. Now you're
No,
making me
no, no,
think
no,
about stuff.
no, no. I don't even tell you who Boobaloo is, so no worries.
No,
Wait
but
till you
yeah,
meet Boobaloo.
but now I'm expecting a huge thing.
Wait. Okay,
You
Joey.
see? Don't make me think.
No, no, it's not thinking though. But here's the thing though. Tell me one Resident Evil thing we do not have a huge thing though, because everything's big though. Come on. I mean,
Pause.
yeah, pause. Yeah, but you know what I mean though. Even the Tyrant Resident Evil one was the Tarantulas were huge. Everything is huge. You remember? Oh shit! You remember? Wasn't it Resident Evil the one where they had like the big ass crocodile and a shark too? It was like a
That
shark
was
in it,
Resident Evil.
wasn't
That was a Resident Evil 2 had the giant crocodile in the sewers.
it? In the sewers of the shark or something. Oh god,
Resident Evil 1 had
the sharks,
the
right?
snake, the
Yeah,
giant plant.
the giant plant, the snake. Yeah, that was wicked.
Um,
Now we
I mean,
got
there's
time.
always a for some reason there's always a goddamn giant spider. I don't know why, but
Nah, but they quit having the giant spider. I think they changed the giant spider to the ones that had the long tongues.
Resident Evil 1 had spiders, giant
Yeah,
spiders, but
yeah, and they
but
had
not
lizards
giant.
too. They had no, they
Yeah.
were giant though because they were big. I mean, they were bigger than you. They could jump on you and just eat you alive,
And then
pretty
you
much.
got the hunters, or basically frogs.
Yeah, yeah. Then you had like frog people, then lizards, something like that. Then you had what else? It was basically wait, is Resident Evil Star Trek though?
Huh? What
I mean,
are you talking about?
you had the lizard bad guys in there, the big lizard bad guys that came out to you, and try to bite you or eat you. You had giant spiders. You had was it Star Trek though? Damn. I
I
mean,
don't know what you're talking, Louis.
I mean,
Those those things has nothing to do one with the other. Anyway,
I know. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing around, bro.
anyway,
But yeah, that
Scott.
was Resident Evil One, Resident Evil Two. Giant crocodile. Resident Evil Three, you had the giant. Wait, no, you had Nemesis. No giant animals in there. Resident Evil Three wasn't anything. No, there was not any giant animals in there though. And of course, Resident Evil One, you had the dogs and the birds. I think the birds went away too. Remember the birds though? Oh shit, those birds were so annoying. Ugh,
Yeah, I saw Kina was going to Nintendo Switch.
really? Kina's going
The
to Nintendo
first one.
Switch. Oh, the
Yeah, I
first
think
one.
the first one.
Yeah, might even rotate PC just oh man, if we see Jote on PC, we're gonna be laughing our butts off over here. We're gonna be
Yeah, probably.
probably man,
I
we're gonna
mean, I do. I'm sorry. I know Louis doesn't believe it, but it's Jason Schreier. That motherfucker.
I know.
He works for a fucking. He works for Bloomberg, bro. He's like they can't be throwing shit like that just because for console war shit. They don't know. It's not doesn't
Oh, I
work.
know, but remember one thing, Joey. Inside the same article, though, because that's the part where I just sit there and I look at them like, then why did you go out there and
Yeah,
mention this? They
things
like the same people caution that plans can change due to the video game industry craziness that's happening out there. I'm like,
it's
huh?
not about that, but that's not a bad precaution because things can
Of
change.
course, I know that's not a bad precaution. I know that's not a bad precaution, but though it said it right there in the article, these guys were cheering it up, like, but hey, nobody said it can't change. It just stuck to the whole idea that it was just not go to PC though. But Emmanuel T gets there. Oh my god! I'm gonna sit there and just laugh.
It doesn't matter. I do believe. Again, I do believe Sony is an evil entity that wants to kill Xbox,
I,
and I want Xbox to fight back. That's what I want.
I don't want him to kick his ass though, so we can laugh at him, laugh at these ponies.
I'm gonna get Xbox. Le
But
meto un buen
chat,
vergazo sobre
oh,
que-
Joey, thank you for hanging out. Oh, I was going to say thank you for hanging out over here. Oh, it says crazy and Joey have a question. Ask. Ace Valentine, go ahead and ask. Ace
Okay.
Valentine, go for it. Yeah, what's the question? That's because they know it might not be true. Exactly, says Freddie Fox. See, Freddie Fox? That's why I'm there with you. Oh, God. That's so funny, though. That's so funny. Not the most video gamers have no weather effects, no storms, blizzard, tornadoes, hurricanes. It was
What
again.
was that? Was
Why
that
do most video games have no weather effects? I mean, what was this one game called? You can fly into the tornado and fly around, and do stuff.
Just Cause?
Just cause. Oh, Ace Valentine is asking if PlayStation has 131 monthly active users. Where did they get 92 consoles? Sold? Because there's still people gaming on PS4. So if you add the PS4 numbers to that, that gives you 100, not 132, I think it is right now, 102 million gamers. So, but again, that's 92 million consoles shipped though. Before the one time there was only one time they showed you in a data sheet, which really, really, really caused them because that's what I'm saying though. PlayStation likes to keep things kind of quiet though. So I think it was a 24 or 23 data sheet that they showed. I don't remember if it was a 24 or 23 that they showed you how many active users were on PS5 and how many were on PS4. They showed you that. I think it was 74 and there was like 45 or 48 million. I don't remember. I even talked about this on my channel too. And that's how we knew how many PS5s were sold because of that number. That's how we knew because they added the active users on PS5 and they added the active users on PS4, and they did it on a separate sheet. So we knew the total of people who actually had a PS5, which is actually less than what they shipped, and the total with PS4 is that much. So yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. If 191, it's 131 though monthly active users. If you add them all together, no. You're getting confused though. They have 132 million active users right now. There's 92 million shipped, right? But that's not the total PS5, so that's shipped. So and after users though, right now there's if you use that number, the 92 million, you probably think that there's more active users on PS5 than PS4 right now. But still, either way though, there was still more active users on PS5 than PS4. But I remember I saw that number in the data sheet. I just gotta look for that sheet because I remember if it was the 24th, 25th, and after that they did not show that again because that gave out people, the information that there was this much PS5s actually sold compared to being shipped. Because they like to confuse the people out there just to get marketing in. They like to do that though. Because yeah, as Joey said, they're really petty. They're really petty. They're not
Hmm.
that honest though. They're not. They're not. But Joey, where can they find you, sir?
Probably tomorrow here. I'm not sure.
You're not sure? Okay, okay. All right, let's go. Tomorrow morning, let's see what we're gonna talk about. What pissed me off with Sony mentions
But
actually
let's
found.
not try. Let's try not to do 3 hours.
Oh no, no, we're gonna go in. No one calls except money. See, money Sony has 75 million PS5 actually sold. No, we did call that out here, Freddie Fox. We did. The thing is, I gotta find that date out. You know what, Freddie Fox? I'll find that sheet and bring it up tomorrow. I'll look for that data sheet and I'll show it to you, and then I'll show you the next one because I remember what I saw a couple years back, and then I'll show you the next one and see, and I'll show you what they're doing right there because I remember I saw that, and I remember we
at,
talked about this here in the channel. I don't remember
at
when,
the
but
end, at the end of the day, I want Xbox to lie to me about shipped and sold too. Right now, I want them to tell me, "Hey,
yeah,
we
I want.
shipped we shipped 80 consoles." Like, fuck it. At least you're lying to me. Well, like, lie. I
Yeah,
want them to lie to me that way too.
lie to me
Like,
too. Yes, lie to me
come
too.
on, man. Xbox, come on, man. You got fucking Gears. I don't give a fuck. You got Gears. You got Halo. You got
Yeah,
Forza. You
Halo.
got fucking Fable. Why the fuck PlayStation needs the game? PlayStation doesn't need none of these. They done well without you, and they're gonna kill you if you allow them to. Fuck these dudes. Fuck them all. Let's go back to the fucking green power, motherfuckers. Enough. I'm tired of this shit.
Yep.
I'm tired of living in Blue Land. Blue
Yep.
Land sucks.
We want a green. We want to see the Hulk. We want to see Godzilla, right, chat?
God damn it. Promote your box. Promote Game Pass. Be
Yep.
consumer friendly. Drop the price. Bring
Yep.
back exclusivity.
Yep.
And go to PlayStation and say, suck it. If you have to
Mhm.
fucking hire DX, go and do it. Do something.
Oh,
Troll the
higher
fuckers.
DX. Holy shit, man! Triple
Yeah,
H,
even though
better
they're
defense.
old. Yeah, even though they're old and they can't walk. It doesn't matter. Do it, man. I swear to God. Dude, it's like, come
Hey
on.
now, hey
Troll
now,
the
hey now, hey
motherfucker.
now, hey now,
Clap back.
Billy
Clap
Gunn,
back. Yeah.
Billy Gunn
He's
is
in
healthy
shape
as
though.
hell though.
That
He's in
motherfucker's in
shape.
shape.
That
Yeah.
motherfucker's in shape
He's
though.
like he's almost 70.
He's
That's
almost
amazing.
70. That's fucking amazing. I mean,
Bro.
not even The Rock though.
No,
Damn.
I think I'm exaggerating. I don't think he's almost 70. He's like 62, 63. But it
Yeah,
doesn't
Billy
matter.
Gunn is old though. Let me see. Billy Gunn. I'll tell
The
you what.
guy's in amazing shape.
Billy Gunn is 62 years old. 62 years old. Jesus
And
Christ.
he looks like he's gonna live to 100 if nothing wrong happens to him, of course.
Yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
wishing anything wrong.
Oh man, I feel bad for Conan though. Conan got his leg
Oh
amputated.
yeah, he leg chopped off. I saw that
Yeah,
last night.
shit. Oh, that broke my heart, man. I love Conan. He's a pretty good
Everybody
persona.
does.
He's a pretty
Very
good
cool.
persona. Yeah. But chat, thank you for hanging out with us today. Thank you all for your super chats. Thank you all for your memberships. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. I love you guys to death. Seriously, chat. You guys are the best. So, chats, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell so I can tell you when XBI content comes on. And guys, have a beautiful, and I do mean a beautiful and awesome Monday, also beginning of the week. And as always, I will see you guys on the Xbox International Podcast when we do come back at 10 p.m. ET with Sound Below the Big Blue Man, Silent Cypher. And on Fridays, they invite me, they don't. Expand Espanol with Eliasita and Metal Berserker. And last but not least, good morning with Crazy Little Gaming when I send the signal out over there on Twitter X, Blue Sky, Discord, and YouTube. That's why you gotta hit that bell so you can know when the crazy one comes out talking about what's happening
Whoa.
in the gaming news world. What?
Breaking news.
What's the breaking
Well,
news?
not that much breaking, but
What
46
happened?
minutes ago,
What?
EA has laid off an unknown number of individuals from across its Battlefield team, including workers at Criterion, Dice, Ripple Effects, and Motive Studios, part of the realignment across Battlefield Studios. If they're firing people on Battlefield teams,
Then
that
come.
means
Then what
that
worked?
that means that the COD killer.
Failed.
Hmm.
Shit. But you know what, chat? We're gonna cover that tomorrow morning on Good Morning with Crazy Lou Gaming. Bye, y'all. Have an awesome one. Oh shit. Where's the outro? Hold on. Here it is. Oh, here we go. Bye, y'all.